I fucking hate it.
All right, are we in?
Have we not got headphones anymore?
No, we've got headphones.
So where are they?
Remember?
You don't need them.
Oh. I don't need them anymore. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we're all in the same room.
No, but can the people hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Go on. Test it.
Because I ain't come back.
Go on.
You ain't gonna get this magic twice, you get me?
Yeah, there you are.
All right, cool. Oh, this is cool. So no headphones.
All right, no headphones, as per usual. No plug, guys, so no soundboard.
Oh, no. I'll do the sounds.
But welcome back to Meets After 7.
Throw some D's on it.
This is episode 279. 279.
Wow, okay.
Gina should be joining us. She just said she'll shout me at 9.
Okay.
So that's 15 minutes. She was on her way to Dubai and she missed her flight.
She was trying to convince me to go to this Dubai.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
What's happening in
Just
Dubai?
a holiday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just a holiday. She just wanted to break. Even me, I want to, but I need to get this deal done.
So she's on holiday
So
and she's going to take a holiday.
Hmm?
She's on holiday.
No, she's living in Ghana. That's not a holiday.
She's not living in Ghana, man.
That's not a holiday. That's
She's on
life.
holiday in Ghana and she's going to take a holiday in
Sorry.
Dubai.
In Dubai. Dubai.
But yeah, guys, welcome back. No, I'm exhausted too. Listen, I'm gonna lie to you guys. You might see the time.
Yeah, it's gonna be an hour pod.
You can see the time right now, right? How long the pod is? Yeah. That's because I'm shattered.
And I'm shattered.
She's shattered, and it's a myth today. But we're gonna try and give you the energy that you need. You get me?
Energy, eager man.
Did you see Dizzee Rascal throw the camera?
Fam?
Well gone for that.
I didn't even know that he was on trial for any of this. But that is not what you do when you leave.
How do you get found guilty of assault? Then you leave the courtroom and proceed to attack the cameraman. You don't attack him, he's physical, but you snatch the camera out of his hand and you dash it across the street.
And then I heard that when I was reading the report, it said that his friend's character witness that he's never seen him display any anger.
You know who it was? I swear it was that boxer. Brent, who's the tall, light-skinned boxer?
What, Thingy's son?
English, nah.
Oh.
David Haye. I think David Haye was the character with.
And he said that he's never seen him display any anger. And my man displays anger.
Well, obviously, no, he's been angry for a reason this time. I'm not defending it, but obviously his anger was because he just got found guilty. So that's why I was angry. But it's just funny that you got found guilty and then you get nabbed on camera, dashing a camera. And that's gonna be another case right there.
Because those paparazzi don't play when it comes to pressing charges.
But it don't disclose what his sentence is or what's.
I'm not sure if they've sent, because sometimes with certain crimes you get found guilty, convicted, and your sentencing might be a bit after.
Yeah.
But when I was reading it said because he had nudged her in the forehead. I think he tried to headbutt
Yeah,
her.
from what I read from the report, it's like a headbutt. They were face to face, and then some other.
Yeah, but he was holding their child, and I think she was.
Oh,
I think they have 2 kids together.
Dizzee Rascal has 2 kids.
A boy and a girl, apparently, from the report.
Dizzee Rascal has kept that under wraps.
Yeah, he's got 2 kids, apparently.
Okay.
But they're separate. Apparently, they've been together for 10 years or whatever.
Oh, swear. Okay.
But they're separated, but have the 2 kids together. So he was dropping off the child.
Okay.
After spending time with the child.
Okay. Oh, guys, we're not making light of domestic violence, by the way.
Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all.
It's just funny what he done afterwards. Okay, I never knew Dizzee Rascal had kids.
Even I was shocked.
Yeah.
But to be fair, he's pushing 40, isn't he?
Yeah. Well,
so if he didn't have kids, that would be a bit shocking.
All right, calm down, mate. Some of us are.
When will you marry? That's true.
What do you mean?
Let's discuss that.
Discuss what?
When will you marry?
No, let's not discuss that.
Do you know, it's so funny. I remember in Ghana, and one of my friends were really shocked at yours and Marvin's ages. Why is that? Because they were just like, what? They're that old? I was like, yeah, it was so...
Let's clarify, Marvin's 2 years older than me. Let's just put that in the universe first of all.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, he's 2 years older than you?
Well, he's a year and a half older than me.
Look at... Oh, wow. So he's like...
He's a year and a half older than me. He's a year and a half older than me.
But I can't remember what you are now.
We'll speak off air.
Okay, yeah.
I want to put his age out there.
Yeah.
But you know, maths is maths.
The maths is mathing.
All right, what else has happened this
week? What's on the docket this week?
I've got, let me look at my docket. The Dizzee thing was on my docket. Brent, you got any thoughts on Dizzee? Anything you want to say?
No, I liked how they focused on his exit.
His exit. He was really bonkers.
Yeah, honestly, like that doesn't even make sense. And I think someone was like, oh, is that tiny temper? As a joke. You know, white people and their dead jokes.
Yeah.
Look at that. No, they said, look at that tiny temper. That's what they said. And I was just like, oh. white people.
That's funny. Hold on. What's my docket? Okay, cool. Dizzee Rascal to my docket. Did you go to the Davido concert? You did.
I did.
Give us your Davido concert review, please, miss.
I might be fired.
Why?
He signed to us.
So you can't just pretend that you like it? Brent, are you hearing this?
Now, I'm going to be honest. I think because I watched stuff from a technical point of view, I didn't think it was the greatest technically.
Okay. As in his performance or the sound?
No, the sound.
Oh,
I think his
terrible.
performance, I think he tries to give his all. Because
Okay.
he'd been doing gym and whatever for months
Yeah.
to get himself healthy and breathing. I just think the
Stamina,
technicals let him
fitness.
down.
Yeah.
Because there was a point where the backing track, some of them, not David, I think David had done sound checks, so he was fine.
Yeah.
But a lot of the guest artists who hadn't.
Yeah.
And so I'm not sure if they weren't used to using in-ears or some of them weren't using in-ears, but they were out of sync with their backing track.
Okay.
So sometimes they're going in, but the backing track isn't there, or the backing track's already started, but they haven't gone in.
Yeah.
Capella Gray was like that. When he was rapping, he was not in sync with the backing track for Gallus at all.
Okay.
So I was just a bit you're ruining this song for me. So yeah, for technicals for me, I didn't enjoy it. But as a show, I mean, and also I was backstage, and that is another shit show in itself in terms of people.
Do you have any exclusive from backstage?
No exclusives.
Can you tell us what Pastor Tobi spent the 35K on? Sorry, 34K, I read.
Fam, when I saw him, it was the most random thing I'd ever seen, because I had got there early, maybe 5 of my colleagues, get our passes, get our VIP passes. And a few of his people had also turned up. Yeah. So I'm not sure if they'd turn up to scope the place or whatever. But they were there at 5. So I'm a bit this is a bit early. Yeah. And one of the guys, a Congolese guy that I knew. So I was like, what are you doing here? Yeah. He was like, I'm here with PT or whatever. Yeah. So I'm like, all right.
PT?
Yeah, so it was really odd.
Yeah.
So I didn't catch him again on the show, but I just remember hearing people talk, and I was just this doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah. It made 0 sense.
Yeah. No, I don't. To be fair, I've been watching Toba snaps this week, and Toba, Davido, Pastor Tobi, they've been all gallivanting around London, dinners and escapades. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's going on there, but I read that he spent 34K at the concert. I don't know what.
Honestly, I could not tell you what the hell.
But then there was another video of they had a little dinner. And Pastor Tobi is spraying Davido, but he's not spraying him with singles. He's taking out wads of cash this thick out of a bag and just press it against his chest.
That man will forever confuse me, because there's no way you tell me that that's legitimate money. Not one bit.
We all know that SPAC Nation is not.
Yeah, there's no way
100% legitimate,
me.
But
So when I just saw him at the show,
you had PT in your vicinity, didn't you?
Yeah, he was here. You guys should check out that interview.
What was he doing?
Or that conversation with Milk and Honey.
Milk and Honey podcast. Yes.
Oh, they have. What is that? What's next for them?
No, that's.
Oh, they've already done it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But being in the room, did you hear any exclusives off air that you can share?
No. They did press him.
Oh, was it?
But he was well.
I don't feel like people press him on the right thing. I think it's I don't think it's that hard to catch him off guard. I just don't think people press him on the right thing.
Because you live for
people. And you're a lawyer.
I do.
Yeah, and you know how to.
And I know the Bibles.
Yeah.
I be knowing the Bibles.
Maxi. Well, let me not say anything, but Maxi did well to basically ask him certain questions.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think some people don't focus on the Bible when pressing him. I think people focus on hearsay and whatever. Just focus on the Bible. You could catch him out on a lot of stuff when it comes to the Bible and stuff like that.
He's very slippery.
Very slippery, and the thing is, sometimes when some people are making arguments, I don't need you to admit that you're wrong. Your answers will give the people your answers and what you say will make other people around me realize what I'm trying to get out of you. Yeah. And I think that's because I remember even when I watched the ZZ Mills one, and I was they're dancing around the issue. Oh, you're just dancing around stuff. So he can use the Bible verses that he knows to use, but there's other ones that you can be well, actually, that doesn't really make sense what you're doing. But obviously, and also because I actually know people, know people who have been caught up in some of their things. I can kind of be well,
all right, so this is off the back of him claiming to be some form of guy who the church looks to 24/7, right? You're saying use the Bible to catch him out. Let's remove the Bible from it. Can you catch him out?
Yeah. You still can. Yeah.
Also,
based on some of their practices as a church. Yeah.
But you're still mentioning the church stuff.
Yeah, because that's his community.
So you can't catch him out without factoring in the church.
No, but not. So when you said factoring the Bible,
Yeah.
when I say the Bible is in, if I'm talking to a man of God,
Yeah.
I am comparing what God says that we should be
Yeah.
against your behavior.
Yeah.
And I think it's different if I'm saying, can I catch him out from just the church?
Yeah.
Because I'm not saying that from a biblical stance. I'm just saying that even from just like a parent, like a, what's that word called? A pastoral, but not from like a care perspective.
Yeah.
Because some of the things that I've heard from people that were in the church are very much was like, okay.
Yeah, I think, but in that conversation, he distanced himself from being a pastor.
Of course, he always, he always will to make that make sense. To make what he's doing make sense. Yeah. He's going to position himself a lot more like, I'm a mentor. Yeah. I'm a businessman. Yeah. I mentor people for business. Yeah. I'm just somebody's big brother. But no, because...
It's a family thing that we're building.
Yeah, but no, it's not because you're using the word of God.
A pastor officially.
God, yeah. He is a pastor officially.
Okay, cool. Is there anything in the Bible that says that he shouldn't wear drip?
The problem isn't about him wearing drip.
No.
I don't even have a problem.
I'm not saying it's a problem. I'm asking.
It's not about wearing drip. I think it's about the Bible talking about humility.
Okay.
And the Bible talking about not adorning yourself on the outside, but focusing on the inside.
Okay.
So for me, I don't have a problem with you wearing drip. If you can legitly make your money, and that's how you decide to spend your money, I don't have a problem with it.
No, I'm not talking about you have an issue with it. I'm talking about like...
Yeah, no, so that's never my issue.
Two Christians... A pastor wearing expensive clothing, is that an issue?
No, that's not my issue. Because if you made your money legitly, like if you can actually say that it's not coming from offerings or as people saying it's coming from fraud or whatever, spend your money as you want to spend it. That's between you and God.
Okay.
I think my bigger issue is the kind of more pastoral issues that we hear about, the houses that they have people with, or even just the rumors that you hear about pastor sleeping with this or that person impregnating that. Or,
was it?
There was rumors there was rumors a few months ago about him impregnating someone as well. So I'm just like, oh, okay, this is interesting. So it's more from that point of view for me that I'm just a bit like, obviously there are specific things that the Bible does tell you, be spotless, be without blame. And I think if you are going to be speaking on the name of God and holding yourself out as that person, then you are going to definitely have to be held up to a certain standard. And you can't tell me that I can't hold you up at that standard if that's what you're holding yourself out to. I'm not out here saying that I'm a deaconess or a minister or whatever because I know that I fall short. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm not a Christian, but I'm not trying to say, oh yeah, I'm leading people to God. Because I think there's more of a severe punishment, but I think there's more of a responsibility when you are trying to lead people to God. That you're not leading people to something else. Because the human ego is a big thing. And when you think that you're leading people to God, with some people, you're actually leading people to yourself. A cult of personality. Yeah. And I think that's the problem.
Yeah. Sorry to segue, where's this jumper from?
It's from Zara. Everyone's really loved this jumper today.
I didn't notice. It's kind of snazzy.
Do you like it? Everyone's really liked it when I was in the office.
I'm not sure he's saying it's a nice jumper. It's that it stands out.
Yeah, I love it. You don't like it? Love it.
I'm not saying I don't like it, but it's
look very
snazzy.
It's eye grabbing.
Yeah. I'm trying to be eye grabbing today.
For those who can't see, she's wearing an orange sleeveless. What's it called? Like a crew neck.
Like a mini roll neck.
Mini roll neck.
Yeah,
it's got like what? Some type of zebra straps? But it's not zebra
orange
per se.
Orange and brown.
Orange and brown, like a
fashionista things.
Those on YouTube, you can see what she's wearing. Yeah.
Let me show you guys.
Give us a twirl. I didn't mean literally, but okay.
Yeah, I really like that bracelet.
Oh, thank you. It's actually from a black-owned brand.
Serious?
Yeah, called By Sibling. You guys holler. It's like a female black-owned brand.
That's a cool name.
Yeah, by.sibling on Instagram.
Yeah, okay, nice.
That's not an ad. I want people to buy more black-owned brands.
No, definitely. Okay, cool. So yesterday was International Women's Day.
It was.
Brent had an event on Monday. You have to tell us about the event, sir.
It was dope. Partnered up with Tolly for her platform Story. Nice. She had a collection of women come through. Writers and actors. They did incredibly well. She had a segment at the end where she opened up the stage for the guests to come up on stage and share a story. That was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Everybody had a good time.
Sorry, any interesting stories that you want to
No, it's a safe space. We weren't supposed to be.
Oh, that was a safe space.
I can't even put the footage up.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Not the actual stories, a written one.
Yeah.
The guest.
The guest one.
Yeah.
Oh, because they just literally had to talk about themselves.
Any story
interesting.
from there.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was sponsored by Bayab, again, black-owned gin. Really, really dope. And it was a great night.
Nice.
Very great night.
Christel, how did you spend your International Women's Day?
Fucking working, babes.
Working?
I sent like my last email because I'm trying to close a deal that is actually just spiraling out of control. But yeah, I think I sent my last email like 8:30.
Who's the artist?
Feels. You know that finesse track?
Feels.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm familiar.
Finesse. If I broke down my business.
Maybe if I heard it.
Oh, it's like viral right now.
Okay.
So yeah, just trying to get that. But yeah, it's kind of spiraling out of control.
Okay. Yeah.
So I did that and I did it live.
How was the live?
It was good. It was just to answer like everyone's questions. It's like getting into music law and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Are you still trying to veer away from it, or you know?
What, music law?
Yeah.
I don't want to work.
I know. Yeah. That's the bigger dream.
I just want to be impregnated by a rich man and chill.
The last time I saw a post of yours, it was kind of last time we spoke actually, you said you didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, no, I have moments where I don't want to do music law anymore.
Yeah.
Or just be in music. I do have those moments.
Okay.
I think it's a very interesting environment to be in and operate in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear that.
It's a place, I don't know. And I think it's weird because I think most people start in music from like internships and whatever. So they like make friends at very like junior levels. Whereas I came in like quite like an older person established in like my career. And so you're now coming and having to make new friends and make new contacts and do new things.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, actually, I don't really.
It's exhausting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's actually mentally draining. Because like, I didn't get invited to this. And as an adult, you feel like you shouldn't be upset about that. But then you're like, actually, I'm an adult, but I'm still just a fully grown child. So of course I'm going to be upset if I don't get invited to something. Or of course I'm going to be upset if I feel overlooked about something.
At what age are you no longer a fully grown child?
No, I think we're always going to be like that.
Okay.
I think even a 17-year-old will still feel certain emotions where you still feel like, oh, this is a childish emotion or whatever, but it's an emotion. I think in music, sometimes you have to kind of pretend like you don't feel it. Like you have to pretend like you don't care that you didn't get invited or you didn't care that you were overlooked or you didn't care. Like, it's like, oh, no, but I care.
This might sound stupid, but if we're judged under the guise of us being fully grown adults, is there an opposite to that? As in a...
No, what I'm saying, I said you're a fully grown child.
Sorry, child.
Yeah,
sorry, my bad. Fully grown child. Is there opposite end of the spectrum? As in a not grown adult?
Yeah. I guess what I mean about a fully grown child is I feel like there's still an inner child in all of us.
I'm being stupid.
Right? So, and all we are is you're just not an adult that's paying bills.
Yeah.
But you're still going to feel a lot of the same emotions that you felt when you were younger, right?
Yeah, of course.
So like if you found out that one of your friends in school had a birthday party and didn't invite you, you're still going to have that feeling as an adult. Because you're still like, these are my friends and they didn't invite me, or this is my friend and they didn't holler at me. And I think, and that's kind of an emotion I've had to be very honest with myself to be like, oh yeah, I do feel those emotions. I do feel left out sometimes.
All right, so seeing as you are very entrenched in the industry, even if it's not in the front as you kind of lamenting right now, not that you want to, but it'd be like nice to be invited, right? What are the things that we don't know about that you are not invited to?
There's loads of stuff. Loads of stuff. There's loads of events that sometimes I'll go on Instagram and I'm like, oh, they're all at this event.
Talk.
No, because then
you can't talk.
No, because then you'll know like what events
when you
and
move
who
jobs, then you can
organised
come
it.
back and talk.
But are you not invited?
No, it's not about moving jobs. It's even...
Oh, it's still there?
No, I'm saying like people would know what event it is or they'll know like who organised it or whatever. But yeah, sometimes I'll be like, oh, I was talking to this person last week, so how come they didn't tell me about this event?
Is it the ones that we see that we are also not invited to?
No, it might be some from like... Generally, it might be something from like even people that I know and talk to on a very regular basis.
Closies, Jesus Christ.
I wouldn't even say closies because then I wouldn't say like they're like my very close friends. But it's like, oh, you holler at me for legal advice or you holler at me for this. But like this, you don't want to holler at me.
People have like friends for different things, innit? So maybe those people, they don't see you as their party
No,
friends.
definitely. No, this is the thing.
But I understand.
No, this is the thing.
What she's saying.
I understand.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that doesn't mean that I don't feel it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm not negating
So,
your feelings. I'm just saying
I understand.
why
Even,
they probably...
So even that, sometimes I'll even have to tell myself, okay, Christel, because even I understand that in life, everyone has their primary group of friends.
Yeah.
That's the people that's my dog, that's my chargy.
Yeah.
And then, everyone else is kind of just like circles outside of that.
Yeah.
So I understand this. I know there's certain times that, let's say if one of my friends has a +1, I'm not going to expect them to invite me because you probably have a best friend, you probably have this, so that's fine. But sometimes there's events I'm like, what the fuck is that person there for? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that person doesn't work in music. Like I swear, there was one time I went to GRM, the GRM gala, and I was talking to some girl and I was like, oh, what do you do? She's like, I worked in retail. I was like, huh. And no offense when I worked in retail, but I was like, oh, okay. So this is interesting because what is the bar to get in?
Yeah, but she was probably just invited by a friend.
Yeah, just a friend. Yeah.
Like a
So
+1 or whatever.
those type of things where you're like, right, like, how come this person got invited? And I guess it's just, as an adult, you just want to belong, right? As an adult, you just want to be invited to things. And
is there a way to tie this to black girl hatred? Let's try to find
black
a
girl
way.
hatred.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but you're assuming that girls
I'm trying to
who are
see
not inviting her are also black.
I want to see if there's an angle here. Is there an angle coming here?
I've never thought about it.
So what is it down to? You could probably find an argument, right?
I don't know. But I guess sometimes the way...
Brennan is trying to reach for a topic, right?
Yeah, but I guess sometimes the way that
black girl hatred.
But I think that's sometimes the way that I just reason it in my mind is because I still feel a bit like an outsider in music.
Okay.
As established as people may think I am, and I've been in it for how long, I still feel like an outsider. I still feel like, as I said, I didn't start off when I was 21 doing internships and that. So I still do feel like an outsider at times.
Yeah.
But you're still a powerhouse and they know that you're a powerhouse when they need you to be a powerhouse.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And so it is a bit weird sometimes when I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But it's okay. Like it happens.
Has it happened enough times for it to be like, you know what, this is a recurring theme. This is actually a thing. This is something.
I wouldn't say it's happened enough times. I think it just happened in times for me to have to like check myself and be like, oh, what's this feeling? Like, why are you feeling like this?
Okay.
And I think it's only when I allowed myself to sit in those feelings and be like, no, but Christel, you're a person that also would like to belong. You work here. These are some of your colleagues. You'd like to also be invited.
Yeah.
That's not a bad feeling to have.
Yeah.
I think sometimes we're told that that's a bad feeling to like want to be invited to something or not to feel left out.
Yeah. So it's not FOMO as in you want to be at the party. It's just...
I'd like to be invited. I'd like to be acknowledged as someone that should be in the room. Yeah. Even if I decide I don't want to go, I'd like to still be acknowledged as, oh. So like, for example, like Davido had a party like 2 weeks ago and I work with him constantly and they didn't invite me. And then my colleagues were like, oh, are you coming? I was like, no. And they're like, why? I said, they didn't invite me.
Who's responsible for the invitation?
I don't give a fuck.
Jesus.
But if I'm a person that you work with all the time, I'm clearing your albums, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, it was an oversight to invite me. So I was very much on my, like, I'm not going. Like,
if there's a party I really want to go to, I'm just going to shop.
See, that's the thing I don't...
If I work...
Come out now. Oh, you're talking about the launch?
No, I mean, okay, let's just say I work where Christel works and I don't know, Skepta has a party, for example, and I want to be at the party and I wasn't invited. I might be like, oh, they must have forgot.
No, but see, do you know what?
I'm showing up.
I would love to have that because I think the paranoid person within me is like, oh, maybe they didn't invite me for a reason. So me turning up now, they're just looking at me like, who's this girl that came? Why did she come? So I think the paranoid human being within me, and obviously the ego, I also have an ego, I'm also a human being.
Yeah.
So no, fuck that, man, I'm not going. Like, they'll miss me, even though I know they fucking won't miss me. But you get what I mean? So I remember being like, my friends were begging, I said, I'm not going.
Maybe they think you're part of the furniture, so you don't need an invitation.
So how am I supposed to know what address to go to?
Hold on 1 second.
How would I know?
Because you be in their faces 24/7.
Yo, G.
Literally.
So I was like, wow.
1 second. We have an issue. The plug thing.
It's not working.
It's missing.
I got...
Oh, you got one?
No.
1 second.
Delivery.
Oh, you got delivery.
Someone jacked the other one, so I ordered another one.
So for now, I'm gonna put the phone next to the mic for now, innit?
Oh,
until
you can't it can't be like fed
Hey, Gina.
into the thing.
Yeah, because the little iPhone adapter thing's lost in it. That's all good. Brent said he might have one, so he's going to find one. Gina's back, guys. Round of applause.
I'm in my feelings right now.
I know. I was gonna say, can you give us a breakdown of how you missed your flight?
Oh, Gina.
I know it's my own fault though, but it's like it's my own fault plus Ghanaians and their lack of like.
Crystal.
You know when you talk to so many different people and everyone gives you a different version of like. Okay, basically, yeah. What happened?
No, we're not laughing at you.
No, it's when you started with the basically, yeah, we know, oh God, what happened?
Yeah, it's just, basically, see, what happened was, I've obviously come to the airport, yeah, and Crystal, I've only got my British passport, yeah, because obviously I'm going to Dubai, so I'm like, I don't need my Ghana passport, I just need my British, so I've left my Ghana passport at home. So I've checked in, done all of that now, got to customs, and then she's like, there's no visa stamp in your passport.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You travelled with your Ghanaian one, right?
It couldn't be because I flew in with my Ghana passport. And she was like, okay, we need your Ghana passport.
Oh, damn.
I was like, well, that's in my house. And she was just like, mess up. Because you need that passport. You need the visa. And I'm like, oh, really?
Got nothing. Hello, G.
Hi.
No, I've plugged you through the system now, but it's not.
But maybe because I can't hear anything in these headphones.
Hold on. I think it's the wire. The wire is a bit temperamental.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right. So they've obviously said whatever. So my flight was at 6:50 p.m. At this time, it's like 5:30. Yeah. So I got an hour and 20 minutes. So I'm like, shit then. Obviously, it's rush hour. So I called my mum and I'm like, you're going to have to get a rider. Like, yeah, not even a cab, like a bike. A motorbike, person. Yeah, it has to be a bike. It can't be a car because traffic is mad right now. So it needs to be someone on a bike to bring my passport. So she's like, I don't know anyone. Like, you can't call them via Uber. You need to actually have a rider's number. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I call around. And the guy who's assisting me, like the customs guy, he's obviously calling around as well to see, because obviously he's like, you don't want to get someone from here that has to go all the way to your house and come back. That's just long. We've got a short window. Us even saying that hour and 20 minutes, that's when the flight leaves. That's not when the gate closes. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, trying to figure it out now. And then the guy who's assisting me, he's just like, you know what? He would just go, he's got a bike. Gonna ride to my mum, get it and come back. I said, are you sure? Because time is very like peak. This is like 10 to 6. So it's hella ambitious. But he's like, nah, I can make it. And then Crystal, guess what happens?
Did he fall?
It starts raining. Oh! You know what happens. When it rains in Ghana.
It's a myth.
How is it?
You already know. What? It's like rain is fire.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, when it rains in this country, see how in the UK when it snows, it's a shutdown.
Yeah.
When it rains in Accra, it is. When it started raining, I said,
yeah, you're done.
Yeah.
I feel that makes sense actually, because when I was in Ghana, it rained one day. I was walking to the bank. There was nobody around.
Yeah, no,
but you know why?
When it rains,
it's because, do you remember Gina was it summer of 2015 or 16? It was really bad rain and flooded, and loads of people died from car crashes.
Died, yeah.
The Ghanaians are just very, very weary about like riding.
You know that Ghanaians are very superstitious.
Yeah.
Like very superstitious. So yeah, when it comes to rain, everybody stays indoors. Like cars, like you can't call a cab.
Even cars
they'll cancel. They won't do the journey. No one's on it. So when it started raining, I just thought, yeah, I'm doomed. This isn't gonna work. So I then said, I went back to the desk and I was like, all right, cool. What can I do? Like, if I don't get this passport, what's the alternative? They're like, you got to pay for a visa on arrival. I'm like, how much is it? They're like $150 both ways. So $300. I'm thinking,
wait, why 150? Wait, why to leave? Because to leave, surely it's Dubai's rules, and Dubai will let you in with your British passport without a visa.
Precisely, but apparently to leave Ghana, I need to pay for a visa to leave, and then when I come back, literally. No, so I was like, $300 when I literally don't have to pay because the document is in my yard. I was livid, but I was like, do you know what? Right now, what can I do? I'm gonna just have to pay this thing. So I went to the guy and I was like, look, my flight's at 6:50. It's like 20 past 6 right now, innit? So, big man, are we doing this or not? He's like, cool. Again, they don't take card. You have to go cash machine. I've gone cash machine. There's a queue. And I'm like, are you sure I'm going to get on this plane? He said, you'll get on the plane. Like, they've taken your stuff. They've given you a boarding pass. They won't leave you. Ha! Ha! Ha!
They left.
What? They left with your stuff?
With your stuff?
No. Fam, did I not go back to customs, go through the security thing? I'm walking to the gate now. As I get to the gate, 2 people are walking towards me. They're like, where are you going? I was like, oh, I'm in the flight to Dubai. They said, are you Miss Georgina? I said, yeah. They said, madam, please, the flight is gone. I said,
What?
Wait. You paid for your visa?
Fam!
And now, okay.
What?
Fam. He said, please, the flight is gone. I said, oh, but how? It's not 6:50 yet. He said, can you not see? He said, they're taking away the stairs. Like, you can't, when they take away the stairs and they're like positioning themselves. So obviously, it hasn't taken off, but I can't
they're
go on the
not
plane.
taking on. Fuck.
He said, she was like, you can't get on the plane. And then she was like, you have to go get your stuff. I was like, but why didn't you guys call me? She's like, we've called, we've made an announcement, I said, no, you haven't, because I've not heard any announcement with my name. So when did you make the announcement? And they're like, but you've been in this airport. Like, the guy was like, but I saw when you got here, so what happened? And when I was explaining the passport situation, he was just like, yeah, there's nothing you can do. You're going to have to just try again.
So do you have to pay for another ticket?
Christel, right now, I just
Ooh,
oh my Lord.
Honestly, because
them ones.
I went to the customs guy and I was like, so after all of this, I didn't get on the plane. He's like, oh.
Oh, but what happened? They will not give you any help.
No one cares. They're just like, he was like, he's eating his yam chips and he's shopping, bro.
Nobody cares.
And he was like, oh. He said, I'm here tomorrow. I thought, so? Like...
My man said, come so I can swindle you again.
He was like, what? He goes, okay, you go and let them open your ticket. But you have to pay a penalty. I said, see, this is what I'm saying. You made me pay for my visa. You're telling me I have to... I said, fam,
you're good, because my first thing is, run me back the piece for the visa immediately. Yeah. Because I'm not using it.
No, hold on. I got the money.
Oh.
I got the money.
Oh, you got the money back?
Like, yeah, because I said to him, said, because do you know why? Because he said to me, oh, you go and get them to open your ticket and rebook you, and then I'll sort you out tomorrow. I said, but why do I need you tomorrow? Because tomorrow I have my Ghana passport, and you just made me pay for a visa that I don't need. And then you're telling me I have to go pay to open my ticket. So he's like, okay, you go and come. You go and come, I'll refund you the money. Oh, the crazy thing is, he's pocketing that money, because really and truly, he took the money and put it in his drawer.
Because I've never heard of the need.
Like, he literally took the money and put it in his drawer. And you know how I know he was chatting rubbish as well, right? Because he was like, I won't charge you the full 150, I'll only charge you 100. If this is a standard fee or standard practice,
then
why are you negotiating?
Because coming back to Ghana, yes, I do understand you'd need it, but leaving,
yes, of course.
What the hell?
Man tried to swindle you, bro.
No, literally. So he gave me back the money, and then I went to the desk to rebook, and then he was like, they were like, oh, it's closed. Oh. I just thought, like, how? He said, yeah, we can't rebook you now. You have to wait till tomorrow. And I'm like...
Yeah, those airlines are funny because their people only work during the window that they're boarding people.
No, of course, So once it's done...
only turns up. The BA people only turn up at 5.
Oh, okay.
And then they'll leave when the BA's done.
Yeah.
Like, they're not there all day.
Okay.
Not like in London where they're just, whenever they're boarding, that's when someone's at the desk.
Sorry, G. Sorry. So when's your rebooked flight?
She hasn't rebooked it.
I haven't booked it.
Oh, you haven't booked it?
I got to
go to the airport.
I want to go tomorrow, obviously.
Yeah.
It's just whether I get on the flight, and also I don't want them to come and tell me I have to pay for a new flight, because that's when I'm strangling someone.
But you can't go there tomorrow with today's flight.
No, in Ghana, normally you can.
Oh, is it?
Like, I remember when I used to go to Ghana a lot, and I remember missing my flight once, and I only paid like £16 to change the flight.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I think because they can just do their pa-pa-pa there, innit?
Yeah. Okay. I hear that.
Yeah. Well, I've heard it. My friend has a friend who works in Emirates, so he was like, he's he sent her my flight details and that all of that stuff. So I'm waiting for her to let me know to see if she can do something for me tomorrow. But even one of the guys I was talking to today, I took his number. So he was like, he's going to be at work from 10 o'clock tomorrow. So in the morning, I should call him. He will speak to his boss and see what they can do. Yeah,
because these days have been flexible because my mum missed her flight when she was going to Congo. And KLM have this new thing that as long as you fly within 3 days of that flight, it's free.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I'm not sure, but I'm not sure it's because I booked her business. So I'm not sure if it was because of that or just a policy. Yeah. But even I was shocked because I was like, oh, I'm going to have to spring out for this ticket. And they're like, no, as long as you fly within 72 hours, it's free.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully it all sorts itself out for you.
Yeah, I'm just, you know what? I'm not going to lie. The day in general has been very stressful. And then, yeah, the day in general has been very stressful. And I was on my feet for a very long time and very tired and like did a lot of running around. So I was looking forward to just sleeping on the plane.
Yeah.
And so when that happened, I just, when I'm so demoralized right now. I'm just slumped in this.
I hear you.
I'm livid. But right now there's nothing much I can do in it. And I think that my anxiety at the minute is just whether or not I got to pay some hefty thing for this flight.
No, hopefully you won't.
No.
Yeah, like that's the only thing. Like obviously, if I go tomorrow, I go tomorrow, innit? But I just want to know whatever. But enough about that. How are you guys?
We're cool, man. We're cool. We've just been chopping it up about Dizzee, his case. We spoke about.
So disappointing, man. I was so disappointed, like when it even like got announced.
Yeah.
I just thought, big man. So you're like people. You're like my hero. You know what I mean? Like, do better, man. Anyway,
100%. We've spoken about Davido's concert that Christel went to. We spoke about International Women's Day, and we were just talking about. Well, no, we're talking about Christel not being invited to parties, to work parties, and feeling left out, yeah. And then that's
talk to me.
And then that's kind of
no, I was just explaining the feeling that obviously when we always talk, G, to be like,
Oh yeah, you told me, like, especially with like you said it before, how certain people when they need advice and help in the industry, they know how to holler and pick your brain and shout you. But then when it's like a women's event or you know what I mean, those kind of events, they don't remember your name, but it's like, oh, when you want to pick my brain or you need a favor, you know how to holler. Yeah,
and it happens a lot. And I was just saying that it's weird. As an adult, it's weird for you to process those feelings. Because as an adult, people make you feel like you shouldn't feel that. Why
you shouldn't? Yeah, like you should. Like, why should you care? Like as a child, it's like you pander to that because it's like, oh, you're a kid. Like not that you want to feel wanted, but like no one wants to feel left out or rejected as a child, right? But as an adult, you're expected to just brush it off or be like, keep it moving, or obviously don't keep the same energy all across the board. And it's just like, no, like. I want to feel some type of way because this is generally how I feel and it's not nice. Yeah.
So I was just saying it's nice to actually just be honest about how you feel and then process it and be like, okay, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Like you are still loved by people that love you. You are still appreciated by people that appreciate you.
Yeah.
And just keep it. Because I was even saying that Davido had a party like a few weeks ago, G, and the team didn't invite me and my friends were like, come, I was like, I'm not going.
So on occasions when you aren't invited to parties, do you actually confront the people that could have invited you? Like, why didn't you invite me?
It depends on the relationship we have. Yeah. With certain people, I have been like, oh, how can you invite me?
Yeah. And then what's normally the answer?
Oh, tight guest list.
Okay.
Okay, piss off.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, cool. Like, what can I say? What can I say in response to tight guest list? Oh, I could only invite 10 people. Okay, cool. No problem.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But that's what I'm saying. Like, right now, I just want to like get impregnated by a rich man and chill, man.
Expound, as Brent would say, expound on that.
Ain't much to expound on that, nigga. I'm gonna let a rich man nut in me.
Ooh.
And have his baby and chill.
The Milky Way.
Milking it to the bank.
The Milky Way.
For what it is.
Ain't no science around it. Let me just fuck it. I'm tired.
No, I hear that.
Being excellent is tiring.
Are there any candidates?
Yes, there are. Yeah.
Okay. Who is a front runner?
You know who.
Oh, still?
Yeah.
Man, nigga. My nigga, my nigga. My nigga, my nigga. My nigga.
He's still the front runner.
The front runner.
Yeah.
Say nothing. I am a cheerleader for you too. You know? Okay. Listen. Bust open for a real nigga.
Honestly, I'm so tired.
Bust open for a real nigga.
If I come back from LA in a
what?
In a state of
in a state of disarray.
Calamity.
Oh, Gina wasn't even there.
Oh shit.
Gina, we've been talking to you like you were there the whole time.
You know I'm so livid because the last thing I heard was the Milky Way.
The Milky Way. For those who don't understand what that means, you know, put your mind in the gutter when you get it. The Milky Way. You know, it's brown on the outside, white on the inside.
No, man. Honestly, I just please God, I'm tired. Please.
No, I hear that.
I am tired.
G, what about you? Did you share Christel's sentiments about, you know, letting a rich nigga bust inside you?
Gina, don't fucking lie.
Christel.
Well, wait. That laugh you just did there, Gina, that laugh you done was very telling.
No.
That laugh was too telling, bro. That was a hell yeah laugh.
No, I'm just laughing because Christel cracks me up.
Don't lie,
The
nigga.
thing is, yeah.
Huh?
No, I'm not. No, man, not to that extreme. But you know what? Do you know why I'm laughing?
Right.
I hear her on the being tired because I'm tired of the tea at the end.
You're tired of the tea.
We are tired.
I'm tired with the
Tired of the tea.
Tired.
Oh.
We tired.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely that.
It's
Okay.
exhausting. Like being excellent is exhausting.
So while in Ghana, have you met any rich niggas that you know could
A few I have,
bust inside you?
but
no,
but it's not.
you.
But it's not that.
It's not that. Okay.
No, but I've met like, you know what I mean. You know, like if it's literally based on what she said, and it's taking it for literally being that, literally.
Yeah.
Then I've met a couple.
Okay.
Because we are tired.
Hey, I'm tired too, babes.
Like a rich woman busts inside
What you saying? You want a sugar mama?
Rich woman busts inside you.
I don't mind.
Honestly, wow.
Listen,
Capitalism really is.
we're all tired. Yo, have you seen how much? You seen how much petrol costs?
Fam.
I heard.
Fam. 162 in my area.
Is it?
Like, are you kidding me?
Listen, between petrol prices and unexpected car repair costs, which I'm going through right now, I'm like, you know what?
Leg of these Benz, bro.
Fam, 10 toes, bruv, because because what is all this? What is all this, bruv?
Can I be honest with you, yeah?
Yeah.
And that's what is really putting me off coming back. Like I was even
Don't
saying to my
come
mum
back.
today, I was like, I feel like I'm somewhat ready to come back here.
Mm.
And I'm looking forward to come back, to be fair. But everyone's just talking about how mad expensive it is. And I'm just like,
Oh,
I don't want to.
have you heard about the
Energy prices.
there you go.
Bro, I've been wearing a jumper in my house. Wait
Fam.
till I eat.
I called my company the other day, to find out how much they're gonna go. They told me 150%. You think I'm joking?
What?
They told me my energy bill has gone up by 150%.
You see
Do you know how much that is?
What?
It's over double.
Bro.
Then, after a little bit of haggling, they put a 10% discount on it. But that's still shit.
What?
So
How much are they charging you now then?
So it went from 32 to 65.
Shit, what?
Yeah.
Wow.
But now it's down to 58 something.
For electricity and gas or just electricity?
Electricity. No, my house is not gas, it's electric.
Oh, everything's electric?
Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, that's not that bad for a month,
Yeah.
but fuck me.
The funny thing is, most months I don't even use the 32 anyway, and I'm always in credit.
Oh, you're on a fixed one, right?
Yeah, but now I've asked them to change it where I just pay for exactly what I use a
Nah,
month.
variables are crazy because they can change that gas price.
I don't have gas.
No, sorry, they can change that unit price.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Because the problem, why we're in this fucking mess
Yeah.
is that they're saying that wholesale gas prices, which is still what they use to make electricity,
Yeah.
has gone up.
Yeah.
Now, our government didn't cap what they can charge us on prices.
Yeah.
So especially in France, because the government owns EDF, they've said EDF can only increase it by, I think, between 5 and 7%. I can't remember, but one of those. Here, because our government hasn't regulated that much, they're trying to push those costs to us. So in France, it's like, no, you're just going to eat into your profit. Here, Ofgem said, well, because of all the increases, they have to increase it by up to 53%.
Yeah.
That's why we're in this issue.
Okay.
Because our government's stupid and wouldn't regulate it. And they took away the winter fuel surcharge. They took away a lot of the relief that they were giving people.
Yeah.
And now we're in this bloody mess.
Okay.
Because 60 for one person in your home, that's it.
This is me by myself.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's a joke thing still. Even the company I'm with, they're in administration as well.
What companies?
Bulb.
Oh my God. Bro, you might not have any energy in the 2 months.
No, but you go to their website, they're like, don't worry, like it's kind of like
we'll get through this.
like basically whatever we're going through won't affect you. Like you niggas are getting broke.
Yusuff's gonna be there. Nepo will just take light in
Listen.
the middle of tonight.
The thing about my house is my house gets too hot. Like if I turn my heating on, I got to turn it off anyway after like 10 minutes because my house is too hot.
Oh, okay.
It's one of them ones. It's jarring.
That's good actually, because my house is too cold.
No. When my heating's off, my house is very cold.
Oh, is
but
it?
when it's on, it's too hot. So it's like, where's the fucking middle ground?
5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sorry, Brent, can I get some water? I'm so sorry. Water. Yes, please. Yes, that'd be great.
So yeah, G.
Oh, Brent, I miss
things
Gina
you got,
said she messaged. Oh,
things you can look forward
what,
to when
should I
you get
just
back.
drink it from the bottle?
Rising energy prices, petrol prices.
Don't come back because the fucking get
No, even food prices have increased.
Food, everything's gone up.
Fam, there's certain things I pay for. I know the price.
My oat milk went up by 10p.
And I go there and I see, right, this is increased by 50 pence. What's going on here?
Yeah, my Oatly Gina's gone up, you know.
See,
£1.90.
this is what I'm saying.
It was
yeah.
£1.60 at the beginning of 2021. Now £1.90.
This is what I don't understand, yeah. So I'm like, so what do we do? Like, how do we
We eat yam and egg.
How do we fix this?
We just
Because
eat yam and egg. That's it.
We don't fix it. We just
I
have
don't
to.
get it.
Do you know what? I think that one day we should just collectively decide not to pay bills. All of us. And then let the companies go bust and then fuck it.
No.
When somebody saying, "Hey, look at you, you're paying 63.
I told you I got 10% discount.
For them to give you the same service they were giving you last month.
Before.
No
that's what's
difference.
crazy, you know, 150 or 140 in your case, yeah, increase, but the service hasn't changed.
The service has not changed.
I know, but what can I do? Nothing.
We should
No,
all
of
collectively
course.
decide not to pay the bill.
What I can do is maybe try and
obviously.
change provider, maybe try and get a cheaper
No,
quote,
because
that's it.
apparently all of them are on a madness.
I know, but I'm hearing 53% is supposed to be the highest.
No, 53 is what Ofgem said is like the necessary increase.
Oh, okay,
but some
okay.
people are just taking a fucking piss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Brenna, how much is your energy increase, man?
The same as everybody else's. 50.
No,
50% increase?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I'm dreading my... I'm on fixed until May.
okay. No,
I'm really dreading it.
1st of April. Everyone's changed 1st of
No,
April.
my one's May. My
Oh,
company said May.
Oh, mine 1st of April. So, yeah, G, welcome to London.
It's ghetto.
Let's go.
Wouldn't recommend.
Before you arrived, Chris was telling us how she wants a rich nigger to bust inside her.
No,
Because she's
the
tired.
word was not. The
Sorry,
word
nuts.
was not.
Nut.
Nuts inside.
I said in true Brent fashion, I said expound. Because if you were here, you would say expound. So now that you're here, you can,
I'm aware she's been
Pry.
preaching this for a long
Oh,
while.
innit? Brent, no, this ain't new.
I know it's not new,
Yeah.
but
I
actually
am
wanted to
tired. Huh?
I wanted
Please,
to
please be praying for me because I'm tired. Like, come on. Is it only Jada Wader that should enjoy it? Come on, let me enjoy it too.
who?
Lil Baby's baby mum.
Oh, okay. What, is she like the poster girl for kept?
I don't know, but bitch, she's
Women.
living life, so let me do it too.
Okay,
I'm tired, man.
I hear that.
It's not every day do work, man. It's not every day.
I think this time next year, it's going to be, she's going to have a bun in
You think I'm going to be pregnant by a rich man? Please say by a
if
rich
you
man.
want to,
Please say rich man.
100% if you want to, that can happen. But I'm not
Thank
sure
you.
if it is that.
I want your words to be clear. Rich man.
Very rich. But I'm not
Amen.
sure if it is he's going to be in your life, though. I don't think you mind.
Do I get child support?
Yes, you do. Yeah.
You know what's mad? I just thought about that.
I'm good with that one.
Not everyone in our proximity is gonna have the traditional,
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Like some of us are gonna be,
Yeah.
just
Baby mums, baby dad.
yeah.
I mean, I've always said I didn't actually want to be one. So, I'd like for the rich man to love me and want to marry me.
Yeah.
But I'm just tired, man. Guys, please save me.
Gina, do you see yourself going down the trad route, or do you see it like, you know what I mean?
You know what, yeah? I've always been a traditional girl.
Yeah.
And I still want tradition. But you know, as I'm getting older, I am, you know, remember how before you said I remember before you said to me how like, oh gee, like if I don't get married, it's not the end of the world. Like it's not like it's not for everyone, but like you come to being at peace if maybe it's just not like in your future. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, this internet, man.
I don't believe you.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah,
hello.
we're here.
Hello?
We can hear you.
Sorry, hello?
We're here.
The Milky Way.
Hello?
Hello?
We're here.
Hello?
Actually, I got something on the docket.
Gina, hang up. Okay, no, I'm going to hang up. I'll call you back.
I've got something to discuss on the docket after this. You know, Chris Brown,
Okay,
you know,
cool.
he was having that rape allegation.
I thought he was
the text.
going to get to that.
Oh, is that on the
Was it
docket?
on the docket?
You know what?
Yes.
I saw it today actually, but I just forgot to write it down, to be fair.
There we go. It was.
I forgot to write it down.
There's something to discuss on the docket.
All right, go on. We can.
I don't believe Gina.
What's that?
I don't believe Gina.
Hold on, I have to call her back.
Even if she momentarily believes that.
No, I mean,
a
even
different
me, I'm fronting because I also want to be married and I also.
But that's what you should want. But the most important thing is that the guy on the other end needs
Reach.
to be man.
Reach. Because I'm tired.
Rich and a good man, honorable man.
Because these people are telling me energy prices. Gas price. Oh.
All right, so, well, I'll let her call me back because I tried to call her back and no answer. So, what is the original allegation against C Breezy?
So she alleged that he drugged her and raped her at Diddy's party.
Okay.
I never heard about these allegations at the time, though, to be fair. I only read about it because I saw this post. So I didn't know that anyone had accused him of doing that at all.
All right. So I read the text messages and didn't she ask
Sis was
him?
Thirsty.
She asked him if he had
any ecstasy.
Any E.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she is the one who asked for said pills.
Yeah. And he was like, nah, I only really get lit when my friends are getting lit. Oh, doesn't sound like an international dad, dude.
Hello.
Are you calling?
Yeah, what's up with your phone? I called you like 5 times.
I was calling you, mate.
No, I called you like 5 times on FaceTime audio, and it won't go through. And then I just called you on WhatsApp, and then you didn't answer.
I'm not gonna lie, big man. All the FaceTime calls, I didn't see them, and the WhatsApp call, I just saw them.
Oh.
We were just talking about. Sorry, we were just talking about.
Someone said all I heard was. Did you hear what I said? I didn't hear you respond.
Let's backtrack because you left the building. We started talking about something else.
Chris Brown.
All right, let's come back. Brent said he doesn't believe you that you don't want to get married, etc., etc.
No, she said it's not a priority.
No, I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that I don't want to get married. I'm not saying that it's not a priority, but I'm saying as time's going on, it's not as pressing as it was before. Do you know what I mean? Like before, I used to like clutch onto it, and it felt like not a trophy, but do you know what I mean? It was what I was really kind of like.
I think let's unpack that though, G. Don't you think that sometimes marriage is sold to us women as the trophy? As the race.
Sis, we've spoke about this, where we've literally said how like, and I said to Crystal before how like I felt like a failure at one point because for me, growing up from a very young age, it was always kind of like honed in on me, like the whole concept of marriage and being a wife, and like that was like the goal and like and what success looks like for a woman. And like so, when you're young and you're like 10 years old, and it's like you have to learn how to cook. Otherwise, hello.
Yeah, we're here. We're listening.
No, my mum.
Hi, Auntie.
Hello, Auntie.
Crystal and Yusuff said hi.
And Brent didn't.
He said hi.
No,
and Brent,
he
didn't. Brent, you didn't say hi though. Brent didn't say hi though.
Hello, mommy.
Hi, Brent. No. She said it doesn't matter if Brent didn't say hi. Hi, Brent. Whatever. Yeah. So from the age of 10, it's like you have to learn to cook stew. before you go out. You got to learn how to do this, otherwise your husband won't marry you, or you won't get married. Do you know what I mean? So it's like growing up, that's kind of always what I had in my head. So when I've failed at relationships, I've seen it as I've failed at like hitting that success mark. Do you know what I mean? And obviously for me, I would have, when I was younger, I thought by now, I would have got it right. I would be married, I would have kids and the white picket fence and all that shit. But I'm very far from it. So it's like, shit then.
Your assessment of yourself sounds quite harsh. You use words like failed and
I say the same to her. I
didn't get it right. Like, don't look at it as a failure. I don't think it should be looked at as a failure. Brent, go on.
Guys, please.
No, I agree, but I don't know if this generation is going to be teaching that to their daughters.
What that marriage is.
Yeah, cooking at 10 because you would need to cook in order to land this guy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this generation is going to be propagating those tropes.
I hope they don't.
I don't think we are, because I'm not gonna. God willing, when I have kids and daughters, I'm not gonna. What's it called? I'm not gonna be like pushing that narrative towards them. Do you know what I mean? And I think because it's all I've kind of known, it's hard. I feel like it's very hard to kind of like undo years of like programming. Do you know what I mean? So as much as it's like, okay, don't be hard on yourself. Yes, I get it, but I'm not being hard on myself intentionally, if that makes sense. It's just how I see it.
Yeah, how you.
But I do get that. I see it as a failure, but I do also understand how it's not, because that doesn't define who I am. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But obviously, being a person that has wanted that or has strived for that, and not getting it right, it kind of is a bit like a ugh. And also because I feel like you guys have context in it. So with the context you have, I feel like you understand me associating it to failure purely because of like consistently going over, like trying to get past hurdles. Do you get what I mean? Without going into too much detail.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
So, am I making sense?
Yeah. I've got a question for both of you, actually. Mm-hmm. Do you have, or have you ever had in the past, the safety guy? As in a little pact. Oh, if we're not married by X amount of...
Yeah, I have, you know.
That nigga's married.
Oh, he's married?
Yeah, with a fucking child, a fucking kid.
Your safety guy is married.
Fuming.
I'm living this for you still. G, what about you?
He's not married, but we know that we're not going to get married. Like, you know when you just know, we just said it because it sounded nice, but realistically, we are not getting married.
Who's this guy?
Who's this guy? Who's this mofo?
I am actually livid. My one got married
I'm not going to say his name on pod.
Obviously not.
But you don't know him, though.
Would you?
My bestie still.
Would you have the same guy in regards to kids? So same type of pact, but not marriage, but kids?
No.
G?
I could, you know.
I don't see why you wouldn't, Christel.
Because sometimes it's not that I don't want kids.
Yeah.
Don't get twisted. I do want kids, and I don't want to speak it. Yeah. Universe that I don't. But I understand how much of a bigger commitment that is of having kids.
Than getting married.
Yeah. Having kids is like a forever thing. And I'm not sure if I want to do that with someone who has not made that commitment to me. Because even when I speak to like some of my male friends, I find it really wild when some of my male friends said that they'd rather have a child than be married. Because for me, I feel like you're even making a commitment to that person that we're going to raise a healthy, happy child together. And I don't think you can do that without having... Not that I don't think you can do that, but what I mean is I would rather a man make the commitment to me first and then we have kids together with that bond and commitment. I'm not really for men that are not willing to commit to me but think that they're willing to raise a child with me. It just doesn't make sense to me.
I hear that. Brent, any input on this particular topic right here?
I am concerned about this guy that you made a pact with.
Brendan's still stuck on that. Brendan's still stuck on that still.
To
be fair, I would assume that y'all would have some type of pact.
Wait, you think it'll be Brent?
I'm not saying it is Brent. I'm saying I'm surprised they don't have this type of pact.
Maybe they do, and they don't want
to. Who are you talking about? Me and Brent or me?
No. I'm saying I'm surprised you and Brent don't have this pact. Is what I'm saying.
Well, to be honest,
because
I would be offended.
Because we've never had.
Oh,
I would be offended
if you were the safety guy.
Yeah. Because
Why?
that suggests that.
But is being the safety guy or girl, is it an insult? So if you approach the guy to be a safety guy, do you feel he'll like, right? You want me to be not even the main guy? You want me to be your you know.
Maybe because
last resort.
What about now? What about the present?
No, but that's different because I think the what about now is because you fancy Gina. The safety guy is not supposed to be someone that.
No, but the thing is, I feel normally
the safety guy is just
the safety guy or girl is normally two people who are just friends.
Yeah, you don't
and know
fancy.
that they're not compatible in the relationship. Yeah. But there's enough there for if it was last resort, let's make it happen. That's how I break it down.
Fancy.
You know what I mean?
It's just we're cool.
We're cool.
At 35, things might be a bit peak.
Yeah, like, you know what? Why not?
Yeah, fuck it.
So there's no attraction.
No, there
has to be some type of attraction.
But not like the way that he fancied Gina.
What do you mean?
Let's remove myself from this.
Like
the typical safety guy or safety girl.
I think there has to be some level of attraction.
I mean, he's not going to be fucking ugly.
And vice versa.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean necessarily that I am attracted to you. It's just that you're not ugly.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
And I can deal with it.
Yeah.
But I'm not looking at you like, oh, I'm really attracted to
you. You don't look at him and, you know, you ain't repulsed by him.
I don't think he's ugly.
Yeah, but he's a decent looking guy. I'm not, like, you know, I'm not ready to rip your clothes off, but when I'm 40, maybe.
When I'm 40, we can bust it open. Do you know what I mean? I think that would be the most awkward kiss ever. When you're like, oh, we've got a kiss now, all right?
That's funny.
But they would have to be really, really good friends then.
Yeah, I believe so.
Right, okay.
I believe so.
They'd have to be fantastic. Yeah. But yeah, no, as I said, mum got married, so now it's fun. I knew him.
Chucks. Don't you have like a second?
No, I mean...
The ranks?
Nah, there's just obviously guys that want to date me, but not necessarily like a backup friend.
Okay.
Did he consult you before he broke the contract?
No.
You know what? That's a good question, you know?
Disgusting.
Because, no, it is. Because the safety guy girl, it's more so just a blasé thing. It's not real, is it? If the person does now find a partner, do they have to consult you?
No,
and say, Chris, by the way, I know we had this little pact here, but I met someone.
I think if we're getting close to the date, like if we're now 33 and the pact was 35, like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, we've had this pact for 10 years.
Yeah. Go on.
How real are you about that though? Like I feel like, okay, like, so with me and my friend, we said it in jest back then, but we've never revisited the conversation and we don't plan to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I think most people say it in jest, but no, it is. No, it is. I think most people say it with some years to go. Like, for example,
we're 45.
Exactly. But if you put a realistic time frame on it, then you might need to talk about it.
That's what I'm literally about to say. The time ain't up yet.
Yeah.
My one was 35 with my friend.
Okay.
And he turned 34.
Yeah.
This year? Or he's turning 34 this year. So I'm fucking pissed.
Because there are people out there who've done this.
Have they? I'm sure they must.
I'm pretty sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty sure. But yeah, I mean, I gotta go find someone.
Yeah, no, you have someone. You were very enthusiastic half an hour ago. Now it's Do
you know what? It's funny. I don't find men impressive anymore.
You don't find men impressive? Okay. You're looking for a rhino? What's going on?
A what?
A rhino.
A rhino?
Yeah, rhinoceros.
No, I just find like a lot of men. It's weird because I feel like the ones that feel like they're uber intelligent and I just don't find them impressive anymore. It's really weird. I just don't. I find it very hard to deal with men at times.
Question.
But you were very enthusiastic about half an hour ago.
Yeah.
What's changed?
Nothing's changed. But like,
I've come to
my senses. And when I actually think about dating, I think some of the issues that I have is I just don't find them impressive.
Okay.
A woman like you, educated, again, every day, waking up, seeking knowledge, seeking to add more.
And that's why I don't find some men impressive.
Is a handicap.
I don't think it's a handicap because I think I'm just doing what naturally human beings like to do.
Yes.
They like to learn.
Yeah.
I think that's why I don't find certain men impressive. So I'll give you an example, right? I was talking to this guy, Gina knows, I think I told Gina. I was talking to this guy and we were on the phone and he said, I read an article the other day that said that men can experience menopause too. I just think there's an agenda to emasculate men. I think there's an agenda to make men more feminine. And I was like, how did you get that from that article? Because if you break down the science, that's not far-fetched. You just don't like the word menopause because you've associated that with women and you think it's negative. But if we break down the science, menopause explains the symptoms that happens when a woman's estrogen levels drop. So why do you not think that could happen with a man if his testosterone levels drop? And there is actually a word for it. They call it the male menopause, but there also is a scientific term for it. And I just remember when he used to talk, it's a great mix. I'm like, you're just not that fucking impressive as you think you are. And then it learned, and then I remember just saying to him, like, you have the benefit of being like what society deems the norm. And so you don't feel like there's a science to explain your existence because the world already says that you should exist. But there are plenty of people in this world that they are not the norm, quote unquote. Maybe there's some, abnormalities or genetic things or whatever, and science is there to explain it. So wouldn't you feel better as a human being that there's like people doing the work to actively be like, well, this is what's going on with other human beings. Like, why must it now be an agenda to emasculate men? So it's even things like that when I'm like, you say you think logically, but you didn't. Where the fuck was the logic when you were just coming to tell me that? And then it turned into a conversation about intersex people when, but I don't think there's as many as you think there is. And, I just think there's an agenda. I'm like,
What's intersex again?
So when you're born with both.
Oh, okay.
And then your parents decide, right?
Yeah, your parents will decide what sex at birth. So like if you're more female presenting, for example, sometimes they'll just say, okay, yeah, we're going to say that she's a woman. And if you're more male presenting. But with some people, as they grow older and they start having certain levels of hormones in their body naturally, sometimes their bodies also change.
That's what I'm going to say, because as a baby, it's hard to determine whether or not you're more female.
But obviously with them, sometimes they'll be like, okay, she doesn't have a penis. But she does, or some people might not have like a fully formed vagina. But she doesn't have a penis. Okay, it's a girl. But then you might find that actually as they grow older, the clit is a bit bigger. Or got higher levels of testosterone. Or maybe some people you found out that later they don't have a womb. Do you know what I mean? Or they don't have ovaries. And that's a bit more difficult. And I think just having that conversation, I was just like, I'm not doing that.
All right, so what type of men do you find impressive? And follow on from that, do you think you can train yourself to find other types of men impressive?
I think the men that I find impressive are men that stick to their lane. This is your lane and you do it very well. You don't bother yourself with every others. I think the one thing, and obviously it's funny because I remember listening to the episode where Yusuff was defending his position as a male podcaster. But I feel like because
Go on, sis. Go on.
Because there's an echo chamber in like what certain men think other men want to hear, I think a lot of men have picked up a lot of that rhetoric and that language and now carry it with them. And for me, as a man, I just feel like mind your fucking business. Like, I feel like men have just come and picked up homophobia for no reason and colorism for no reason and fat phobia for no reason. Remember we had that conversation about your episode where I was kind of like, why the fuck was this necessary? Like, there's certain things I'm just like, you don't need to absorb all of that as a human being. You don't need to have all these opinions and all these things.
Can we just clarify what we are talking about there? Because you just made a reference. And I don't think the listeners...
no, even me, I don't know what you're talking about.
That you clocked onto
So,
I was like, what?
The episode when it was you...
It's a man cave episode with
the man
two
cave
women
episode.
on it.
And I don't realise how... I don't think you guys realise, but some of the comments were quite fat phobic.
Oh, okay, cool.
And obviously you tried to bleep it out, but I think a lot, and I could clock what.
To be fair, a lot of
discussing.
listeners knew who we were talking about.
And
no thanks to Brent's editing.
Yeah, and
I did my due diligence.
He did his job, but he said
job.
this was staying. So like things like that, like as much as I love Jason, I just don't think human beings need to have an opinion on everything. I don't think you need to have a visceral reaction to everything. Somebody posting a picture should not have such a visceral reaction for someone. Somebody living their life should not have such a visceral reaction.
I agree.
Mind your fucking business. Like, it's just gotten to that point when I'm dating men to be like, does he mind his business now? Okay, cool, I'm done. Because I mind my business. And I'm not going to make everything about the world about me. Because one thing that I'm realising as I'm getting older is people just want to live. They just want to survive. They just want to be happy. Whether that person's a fat person, whether that person's this color, whether that person's a gay person, just let them be. And I just think the more that I see men making that their business, the more I'm like, I don't like it. It just doesn't sit well with me. And I tweeted it before, that's not a man that can lead my household. It's just not going to happen. Like, mind your business. So the men that I find impressive are men that stay in their lane. That doesn't mean that you only know certain things, but you know, what they know and they know it well. And what they don't know, they'll say, actually, I don't really care about that. I don't really talk about that. I remember once, my best friend asked me something once. And I was like, I don't know. She's like, what do you mean? I said, I've never thought about it. She's like, yeah, but I said, I don't feel like I need to have an opinion on everything. There's certain things I just don't have an opinion on. Call it lazy and thought or whatever, or call it, you know, trying to save my mental health. But there's some things I just don't have an opinion on. It is what it is.
All right, so you do believe there are still impressive men out there, but the ones that you've met so far?
A lot of them are not impressive. No. A lot of them don't want to do the work. A lot of them don't want to dismantle the very thing that is holding them back.
All right, when you say do the work, if you're saying that you like men who stay in their lanes, when you say do the work, are you talking
if
about...
you're trying to veer out of your lane,
trying to...
do the fucking work.
Okay.
So if you want to come talk to me about patriarchy, do the work. If you want to come talk to me about colorism, do the work. If you want to talk to me about the world and society, do the work.
And would you look down on me if I've come to you and I've sat there in front of you, again, in periods of time when you have the time for me and the patience for me, and ask you questions?
No, that's fine. I think there's a difference between having a conversation and the difference between someone who's very stuck in their view. Like with this specific guy, he was so stuck in his view that it got so bad that he then started saying stuff like, yeah, but I just feel like black people have thicker skin so we can deal with a lot of the life's issues. And I was like, that's medical racism? Like, I don't think you understand.
I love what you just said.
I've never heard that term
explain
before,
medical racism, please.
So like medical racism is like, back in the days, like 1903, if you look at the Namibian genocide, is when German scientists went and did studies on Namibian people to figure out why are we as black people genetically different from white people. So a lot of like Hitler's and Nazi ideology actually comes from what the German doctors discovered when the Namibian genocide happened, in terms of like why are our skulls the size that we are, and then they said, well, that means that we're not as developed, or we're not as this, and even stuff like, I was reading something that says like even certain medical assumptions. Because we're black, certain medical assumptions start from a different level as us. So, and obviously, please, any doctor, please feel free to holler at me and say I'm wrong. But I think I was reading something that said, even when it comes to doctors saying how much insulin we produce as black people, they say that we produce a different level to white people. So they already provide an assumption, and then to correct that, it might mean that sometimes they give us too much medication or too little medication, because a lot of the medical assumptions that they made, like even gynecology, for example, was made. Gynecology is what it is because there's a lot of, a lot of investigation and experiments on black women. And so already, if you already have a race of people that already said you are inferior, and they're trying to find every single scientific thing to say why you're inferior, or to justify our treatment, so to justify why we should be slaves, to justify why they don't have to feed us, to justify why they can beat us and we can still work tomorrow because, they're strong. So it really annoyed me when he was still saying that, because I was like, no, like these are the very things that have got black women dying at 5 times a higher rate than white women. These are the things that are having women having to advocate for themselves at crazy rates, just for just for you to go and say, I've got a stomach ache. And like, I remember one of my friends, his grandma died, may her soul rest in peace. She had stomach aches for like 6 months. She kept going to the doctor. They're telling her, nah, nothing. It was cancer. It started off with stomach cancer and it spread. So by the time they finally did the test, they were like, yeah, it's spread and nothing we can do. She died within, I think, 3 weeks. So those little things, so even when he was saying that, I'm like, you're doing none of the work, but you're still coming here to tell me the exact same thing that white people are telling me. And then you're coming to, and he's like, oh, yeah, I don't believe in the word trauma, because I just feel like people use that word to justify their bad decisions in life. And I'm just like, no, you ain't that impressive. And there's a lot of men that just are not that impressive. I'm sorry, it's just, no, I just don't find them impressive.
Fascinating.
I can respect it. I can respect it. What about you, Gina? Do you find men unimpressive?
You know what? It's not. I don't find it impressive. I just right now, yeah.
Listen.
Hey, mom.
Hey, mom, bro. Hey, mom, dear. You know what? I'm not the one for this conversation, bro.
No, I hear you.
I'm not saying all. You know, there are men that are, but as I said, they stay in their lane. Yeah. And they want to learn, and they want, you know, I find you impressive.
I gauge from your response. You kind of.
Yeah, they stay in their lane, and when they want to veer out the lane, they go and get the knowledge to veer out the lane. But yeah, the rest of them, podcast having niggas. You even looked up.
What'd you say? The rest of them what?
Podcast having niggas, and Yusuff just looked up. Whoa, how did we get here?
I know you faced me when you said it. That's why I looked up. All right,
no,
cool.
but I do agree. I don't put you in the same league as podcast.
Thank you.
Don't worry. I don't.
I appreciate.
I genuinely don't.
I appreciate it.
I do believe there's a balance to be had with these kind of conversations that are necessary and the ones that are just, I guess, prevalent in podcast niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there is a balance to be had.
Yeah.
But right now,
what we're getting is this fear. Okay, but Chris Brown.
No, I'm thinking about it. You know them girls, there's a girl who keeps doing impressions of male podcasters.
Oh no, I love her. The Hispanic girl.
Yeah.
And she's always got like the baby with the dummy.
She's always talking about piggybacking off someone's point. She kills me.
I love her so much. I think about these women, these females never use logic. And when she puts her head, logic.
And she goes, just to piggyback off your point. All right, cool. Chris Brown.
Breezy.
Gina, do you know much about the Chris Brown situation?
No, I literally saw something today, but I didn't really delve into it. So someone's accused him of, it's a trigger warning topic, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Trigger warning.
Someone accused him of rape or something, right?
Yep. But then he had
receipts or something. Right?
Is it fair to say or not to say that
I had receipts?
Yeah, but those receipts are from one particular interaction, right? He doesn't tell the whole story.
That's true.
You know what I'm trying to say?
But I think the day, and obviously I don't know, but I think what they're saying is the day that it happened, the next text was, "You were the best I ever had."
Oh, okay. So all the dates match up to what she said.
Yeah, I think that's the basis of why these texts have now been put out.
Yeah.
Because I think what they're saying, and when I read it, it was that specific text that said, "You were the best I ever had."
Okay.
Was supposed to have been after the fact.
Yeah. And then I think there's another message where he's telling her to go and take the morning after pill. And he's like, "Oh, I don't think I bust inside you, but just in case."
Yeah.
She's like, "Yeah, I'll take it. It's fine."
But sis was also thirsty. You see the messages when he wouldn't respond?
Nah,
when am I going to see you?
I didn't see that.
Oh my God, there was bare messages.
Oh,
tell me what's the story?
Okay, let me read out the messages to you, G.
There was a voice note that they played as well.
A voice note too?
Yeah, they played a voice note.
Damn.
Brent, you're giggling over there. What's up?
No, I am going to sit back and let the black women speak on this.
No, I'm going to read it because the messages...
Am I a black woman?
No, you can chime in.
I'm a black woman too.
You can chime in.
So, G, listen to the messages, yeah? So, she's sending him nudes as well, by the way.
Okay.
And then he said, "Yo, you should take a plan B."
No, wait. Before you start, yeah, sorry. So, just so I'm clear, so this girl's come out and said that Breezy has raped her? Or, like, how did it come about? Is that the case, yeah?
Yeah, that's what she said, that he raped her and drugged and raped her.
Okay, cool. Okay, got it.
At Diddy's house.
At Diddy's house, yeah.
I don't know why she had to drag Diddy.
Okay, cool.
Go straight.
Innit?
Everyone's catching straight.
This happened at Diddy's house.
This happened at Love's house.
Love's house.
So yeah, so let me go to the messages. So the first message that we see is "baby" from her. Baby. He does love hearts, you know when you do the love hearts thing. So I do accents. So I do accents, guys. Okay. Baby. He goes, "Yo, you should take a plan B." And then there's another one. "I don't be talking on phones about shit like that. I'm just being proactive." She says, "Oh shit, okay, I'll get one." Then he goes, "I definitely didn't bust inside you. Something was just hella faded." It's redacted.
Yeah.
Bleep. just was hella faded, so I wanted to be sure. Okay, babe, that's fine. I want to bleep. I think to fuck you. I want to fuck you tonight at midnight. LOL.
Why midnight?
I don't know.
That's very specific.
Cinderella.
I want to fuck you at midnight.
When she turns, isn't
That's
it?
when she becomes
No. It's
difficult.
New Year's Eve. Yeah.
Okay.
Sis wanted to be the New Year's pussy.
Okay,
You get me?
that makes sense.
Oh, yeah, no, so the timeline does make sense.
Okay.
So it's January, I guess.
Okay.
So New Year's Eve. Okay, babe, that's fine. I want to fuck you today at midnight. He doesn't respond. 11:27 a.m. Where you at? Bae. Sad face, that's her again.
Yeah.
He doesn't respond. Then she sends another nude. Hey, it's blah. It's my new number. He says, new number, that's fast.
Oh, wow.
She said, yeah, since I'm in LA now, I gotta get right. Get right. He says, word. Literally just word. Let's link later today. Okay, bet. Your place or mine? Mine probably devil face. LOL. Okay, bet. You got E? I didn't get to take it last time. Ooh. She said, I didn't get to take it last time we met. Nah.
Oh,
they
this
was
what they're
my
on?
homies. Huh?
I said, wow, is this what they're on?
Yeah, she said, nah. They were my homies. I don't be getting lit unless my homies got it.
Hello?
Yeah, we're here. Hello? Hello, hi. Oh. Gina?
She's still there.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. She goes, okay.
I'm here.
She said, okay, can we be chill tonight? Shine things? He said, I'll try to find some. No response. The next day, I don't know what day this is. What you doing? And then he didn't respond. And then she messages again 2 days after. Sad face. That was it. He responds, what's up? I had some shit to handle yesterday. She responds, where you at right now? Why, what's up? I wanted to come over. LOL, I'm bored. He doesn't respond. After 2 days, she texts again, make some time for me tonight. Oh.
Sorry.
I accidentally cancelled it. That was me. I pressed my AirPod.
Oh, okay. She doesn't respond. She said, make some time for me tonight. He doesn't respond. The next one. Sorry, fell asleep and no, I'm on my period. I shake my head. And I have a question. Do you just be wanting to fuck me? Or can we hang out like on some chill shit during the day? I know you be busy and it's cool if you just want to fuck, but I just want to roll my role. Doesn't respond. She messages again after 1 week.
Americans are funny.
Okay, never mind.
On some chill shit.
Wait, she messaged again and said...
Cry face.
No way.
Cry face. Okay, never mind.
She messaged him after he didn't respond?
Yeah, after he doesn't respond.
Okay.
After 4 days, she sends a nude.
Huh?
Yeah, she sends a nude. What you doing, babe?
This girl sounds bare annoying. But...
WYD, babe. He doesn't respond. February. We're now in February, Sha.
Yeah.
You up? He doesn't respond.
Wait, hold on. Between his last no response,
yeah,
there's been like
nothing.
Like a month.
Yeah.
And she's come back with what you doing?
Yeah, so February 7th. So that last message was January 27th.
Yeah.
She then messages again February 7th.
Yeah.
You up? Doesn't respond. February 20th.
Yeah.
I'm coming home with you tonight. We at the same party. LOL.
Oh, so she's looking at him from across the room.
From across the room. He doesn't respond.
Wow.
The next message, March 17th. Where you at?
What's going on here, Brent?
He doesn't respond.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm just high as fuck. I just wanted to come over. But good
Do you
night.
know what though?
He's literally cancelled whatever they had.
He doesn't respond.
She just hasn't got the message.
Yeah, he doesn't respond.
But
where you at? Can I come over?
You know what though, yeah? You know how like on an iPhone it's easy to manipulate messages though. So he
could delete.
Like you know how you can delete.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Actually.
So just bear that in mind. But
no. It's not even that. But no, I get that. But she's always initiating because you know when you get the fresh date thing.
But I'm sure if he deleted his messages, she would have screenshot hers and put them out.
Yeah, that's true.
Because remember, it only deletes on one side.
All of it is her initiating.
Yeah.
And so we're not finished, G. Is April 4th. Where you at? Can I come over? He doesn't respond. May 5th. Happy birthday, babe. May 7th. where is your skate party tonight?
No. Can we just pause? Let's press the pause button. What's going on here?
I understand, to be honest.
Understand what her obsession with Chris Brown?
Yeah, I understand.
Wait, then June 27th.
Brent, I don't like what you're doing right now.
June 27th. Will I ever be able to see you again? Sad face. August 23rd, she sent a nude.
Oh, yeah.
Missing you. You are honestly the best fuck I've ever had.
This is
LOL,
crazy.
I just want it again. Why are you playing with me?
He's cancelled whatever you've had. He cancelled it.
Yeah. Why are you playing with me? She sent a voice note for 22 seconds.
Oh yeah, that's the voice note that they played.
Oh, okay. And then August 26th, I knew full well I wasn't pressing you about no dick, I guess. You told me to stay and then you trying to play me. Nah, that's crazy. I didn't deserve that, but you def got it. Yeah.
But can we assume that they may have communicated in other ways in this time, not just text?
Man.
Like, he could have called her.
Yeah.
She could have called him. So I'm trying to say, because for her 100%. To continuously message him,
that's why I'm not buying it.
End, without him responding is a bit mad.
But I guess the text is just him proving that he didn't rape her. I don't think the text is him saying I wasn't interested in her. He's just putting out the text to say, well, this girl said that I was the best she ever had. She, she'd asked me for drugs.
Yeah.
So I'm think that's because otherwise I don't know why he would just give up his text messages.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But there are women out there, there are men out there who would chase down in the same manner that she has chased a celebrity.
Oh, definitely.
100%.
With no response 100%.
Definitely.
You think to that degree?
100%.
I'm sure those people exist, but those people need to look in the mirror. Long and hard.
For some of them, especially for some of the women in America, that want that come up is just that one opportunity.
Yeah.
All they need is that one time that he fucks up and busting her and
again, she knows that he has a moment where he's weak.
Yeah.
So she's trying to hit him up during those moments. I believe that. And next time I come through, I'm going to make sure I
fucking
see. Yeah. Definitely.
I hear that.
But I feel like she's lessening her chance of seeing him by
acting crazy?
Yeah.
Quote unquote crazy?
Yeah, the text is a bit much, but
like, if you're a celebrity who's got a lot on the line, a lot to lose, whatever, why would you entertain someone who's badgering you in this manner?
You see, I kind of...
I don't think celebs...
No? They should.
Celeb men, I don't think like that.
Like, this woman is badgering you non-stop for months on end. Like, this is a red flag to me.
Yeah, because at some point you also get bored. Your regular pussy's not in town. She's offering the puss. Come true.
I guess.
I think we do more with less. I mean, in the sense of, if I'm in an organization and I come in as an intern, I'm hitting up every single opportunity. I could get ignored 5 different times. But that one time when a person's weak in the elevator, got it. Yeah, I see it, man.
I'm done with you.
A hustler spirit, bro. I see it.
But to be fair, that is the spirit of some of these women in America, though.
No, evidently.
The right man, the right NBA player. What Brittany Renner done is literally she's...
Who?
Brittany Renner.
Who's that?
The one with a PJ...
Bundle of Brittany.
PJ Washington. Bundle of Brittany. The one that's now got PJ... The guy from the Washington Wizards. PJ... What's his name?
No, I know who hold on, you're
The
talking
young
PJ,
guy, right?
PJ Tucker.
No. The young guy that Brittany Renner got pregnant by.
Yeah.
And then he was like 21.
Yeah, no, I know him.
Yeah. So I'm saying she's the blueprint.
he has the next broad. Sorry,
no,
next
with
woman,
her.
sorry.
But she's the blueprint. No, she's the blueprint.
Oh, you're talking about Brittany Renner?
Yeah.
I thought you said another name, sorry.
No, Brittany Renner's like the blueprint of just, you keep making it into somebody.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean? To be fair, even, and I don't want to say, but Lyrical Law is kind of an example.
Lyrical Law. Oh, Lyrical Law. Okay.
Now with Ross. She's an example.
Now with Ross.
She's back with Ross.
Is she back with Ross?
Apparently so.
Speaking of
Wait, we've got back together? Oh, him on the horse.
Did you see the video of him getting
of the
camel?
It's the way that he looks at the camera.
It's so funny. His eyes, hilarious.
But yeah, that's the blueprint. Like with these women, it's just like, you know that you're going to be around these rappers enough times.
Who are the top women to come up and make a career off dating a celebrity?
Karrueche. Kukere.
Drea Michelle.
Drea Michelle.
I believe she was the first.
Remember she said Mahonish can be deleted.
What about
she was the first.
What
What
about Erica Mena?
Erica Mena.
Raul. I think no,
not really.
It's because she was crazy.
Yeah, I think her come on was different than just coming off a rapper's name, I guess.
But I know Karrueche definitely I'd say because this is living life.
And what has Karrueche and Dre got in common? They both came up off Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Wait, Dre dated Chris Brown?
Yeah.
That's how she popped from Chris Brown.
Are you lying?
No.
Years ago.
Oh wow!
That's what they always say that Chris Brown.
Listen, I was in the Love and Hip Hop streets back day, cuz.
That's what they said that Chris Brown brings the fresh.
Yeah, but I was in Love and Hip Hop from back in the day.
No, I'm not saying she was on the film. I'm just saying I was. He was tapped in to Bossip and them things. The other ones.
But she dated quite a few people. Drea.
What's that?
She dated quite a few people.
Yeah.
I found her. I literally found her from Basketball Wives when she was dating that. And she wasn't even dating him. I think she was like an ex-girlfriend of
she was an
a basketball player.
Yeah.
And that's why she was on the show. And I just used to think, wait, why are you on the show if you're not even a current?
And then she got with the NFL player.
Okay.
And they have the child together. But yeah, so Karrueche, I'd say. Who else has come up from a man?
I can't think of anyone. Did anyone see Game's interview, by the way, on Drink Champs?
No, I don't have 4 hours.
No.
Brent?
No, I'm going to think about this. The top women come-ups. Oh, you guys keep...
Because there's a lot.
Karrueche.
I'm trying to think. I can't think.
Karrueche, Drea, Evelyn Lozada.
No,
of who? A rapper?
Oh, yeah.
Evelyn Lozada was off... of a basketball player, of Ososhinko.
Yeah. A basketball player, no?
Yeah.
I remember her dating Chad Ososhinko.
Yeah, but before that, she was with Tammy's ex-husband.
A basketball player, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she was on basketball.
She was in basketball.
Wait. She was with Tammy Roman's ex-husband.
She was with Tammy Roman's ex-husband.
Kenny.
Yeah, she was with Kenny.
Not Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny. Yeah, it was Kenny. She was with him.
Okay.
Who else?
Kim, Amber Rose.
Oh yeah, Amber Rose.
I wouldn't say Kim. Amber Rose, yeah.
Amber Rose for sure.
Amber Rose, definitely.
Amber Rose is
I think Amber Rose is the
top 5.
I think Amber Rose is the biggest. I think she's definitely
mother.
One of the leaders.
She's
Mother Rose, definitely.
Mother Rose, yeah, definitely.
Starting 5.
Yeah, that's my starting 5.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Amber Rose. Drea Michelle.
Yeah.
Evelyn Lozada. Karrueche.
Evelyn isn't in my starting 5. I don't think I don't see her as someone who came up off of someone. I don't know why.
But she did.
I know she did.
Yeah.
But in my head, she
okay, who else? Amber Rose.
I can't think of anyone else. Why you guys are thinking? Is anyone up to date on Snowfall? Season 5. Is it season 5? Season 4?
I even forgot that it's back.
Yeah, it's 3 episodes deep, big man.
Serious?
Yeah.
Thanks to today.
3?
You didn't know?
I got something for.
You niggas are slacking. It's 3 episodes in. The first week they dropped 2 at once. Then they dropped obviously another one. Come on, guys, get with the program.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, there you go.
You said this is finishing early, innit? So
it is.
When it does,
finishing 15 minutes.
I'm looking. Yeah, I'm looking in.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna look in and watch an episode.
Anyone here seen the Batman? Anyone? No.
I don't even get it.
No.
What is Batman? Is it DC or is it Marvel? What's that?
It's DC.
Okay.
It's
DC.
It's DC.
The thing is, I do like it, but no one goes cinema in Ghana. So I mean,
no one goes cinema in Ghana.
No.
Why?
It's not really a thing over here.
Is it? So what? There aren't that many. I'm sure there aren't that many cinemas around.
There's one, Frankie's, no?
I think
there's one cinema.
The one
literally.
I don't know about much else.
You guys don't rate the movies, huh?
No, honestly, that's the only one I know.
They don't they literally don't do cinema. But when I go, I'm like, I'll try and see it when I go to Dubai.
Cool.
In Dubai.
Right, cool.
Okay, so starting 5. Who's the last one, guys?
Okay, let me think of different rappers and maybe people have dated. Okay, has Joe Budden...
Oh my gosh!
Oh my God! Yes.
Oh yeah.
No,
okay,
wait,
cool.
Hold on, please.
Joe Budden,
let me just say her name because it's in my head quickly. She's Fetty Wap's baby mum as well.
Who?
Alexa Sky.
Oh, Alexa. Okay. Yeah, to be fair, there's a lot of these. Alexa Sky. No, but the main one is...
If you look at Joe's roster...
Yeah, what's the main one?
He's put on Tahiri.
He's
put on... what's that?
Kaylin.
And yeah.
Kaylin Garcia, yeah.
You know, Tahiri's must.
Tahiri's a top. Yeah, Tahiri's a top 5. Yeah. But then you'd also put Juju with Cam.
But you know what's about Juju? Not that the other ones aren't like respectable.
Yeah, but I hear you.
Juju has a certain level of esteem about her.
That's why
can I just say something here? You know why I love Juju? Yeah? I just love how I just love how rated she is. Yeah. Even though if somebody else was to do what she done or like was to go about it the same way, I feel like they'd have more of a, not a tarnished name, but you get what I mean?
What's she done?
But it's like, she didn't do anything, did she?
No, but I mean like her being like a rapper's girl. You know what? When I first got introduced to her, I did think she was a bit ratchet though. Because I remember I used to see videos of her like twerking.
Just twerking.
Yeah, because Cam was making her do that stuff.
Yeah, he was just twerking his socks.
I know, and it just literally used to think, fam, what are you doing? Like, I judged her in it, and I just thought, this is the ghetto. Then obviously she came on Love and Hip Hop, and I got to see her actual character, like, and more of her than just her shaking her tail feather with Cam in the background just being silly. And then, after that, it was like, wow, Juju's proper, like, she's a lady. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. Not that the others aren't, but I just, she has that kind of like...
What about Chrissy, Kimbella?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Chrissy, Kimbella.
Emily B.
Kimbella, definitely.
But Emily B, I just think is a waste, man.
Why?
I don't.
Oh, because of all the abuse?
All of it. I just think you're a waste, man.
Okay.
To come on TV and be crap, can't do it.
I'm kind of confused though with where we're going because obviously I'm seeing it. I get it actually. I originally was seeing it as like a woman who's maybe dated multiple men and has like been on a come up because of these men.
No, I agree.
It's a woman.
That's what I thought it was in the beginning.
Those three are not in the top 5.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm just
women that
they're just names I'm throwing out.
The top 5 is top 5.
It's women who have actually made a proper career off it.
Okay, so top 5 is like proper career and obviously multiple like.
No, they don't have to be. It don't have to be multiple. No, why?
But just they've made something with themselves.
If you've made a career and a name off of dating a celebrity, a rapper, that's it. You don't have to have dated multiple, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
But I guess the reason that they'll justify it is, but once I started dating them and became a celebrity, and I can't now date normal people.
Listen, if you date someone of a certain ilk and it propels you into a certain lifestyle, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
You got to take advantage of it. I'm now in this world. There's now bags coming my way.
Yeah, I'm going to enjoy
I want to grab these bags. It is what it is.
And I'm going to fuck these other celebrities.
Reduce.
Why not? This is now my people's.
I get it.
Do you want to do it?
This is now my people's. I'm now invited to parties. I'm now invited to the parties and the
I
fully get it.
All right. Anything else we want to break down? I was hoping you lot saw the games interview. It wasn't, to be fair. It was
it Bear Cat?
It was hyped up to be something big.
What was he talking about?
He didn't really say anything much. Really, he didn't say anything noteworthy. I feel it was like very hyped.
4 hours.
Very hyped for no reason. The most mad thing he said was that Kanye done more for him in 2 weeks than Dre had done for him his whole career. Apart from that, he didn't say nothing groundbreaking. To be fair, so it was kind of a letdown. And I sat down. I didn't watch it all 4 hours at once, but I watched the whole thing.
No, man.
Because you obviously were waiting for the aha moment.
I was waiting for, okay, cool, what's he going to say? Yeah. Where's the spoon? All right, anything else for us before we end this very short podcast, guys? Oh, Gina, by the time this drops, will the first ever episode of Meet Us in Africa, is it Meet Us? Yeah, Meet Us in Africa, be out?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes, it will.
Okay.
Ooh,
yes, it will.
Exciting.
All right. Finally, guys, you will get the first episode of Meet Us in Africa. It should be up by now, by the way. So this is Sunday right now. It's Wednesday right now, but you're hearing this on Sunday, Monday. It's out right now. Sign up to Patreon to view that, to watch that. It's Gina's vlog of her journey from Ghana to SA to London, back to Ghana. Gina, can you give us a bit of a insight into what they can expect from this masterpiece of yours, which is 4 months in the making?
Oh, you need to.
5 months in the making. Go on, break it down. Give us. Give us a audio trailer right now. Go on.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so guys, you are a big man. I can't do an audio trailer, man. You know I'm not good at that kind of stuff. But anyway, you just literally get to see like what Yusuff said, me going from Ghana to the UK to SA, in obviously a short space of time, and just seeing what I got up to. And yeah, that's it.
All Gina's fun and frolics out on the motherland in the continent.
You know what? It's. I don't think it's that fun though.
Oh, why are you downselling it? What's wrong with you? Brent,
don't clap.
About what?
No, it's.
We're trying to upsell the trailer. I was talking about.
Upsell, bitch.
I don't really think it's that fun.
Cool. Alright, sorry.
No, so to see that extremely fun, compelling episode, go to Patreon right now and sign up to watch Gina's journey in Ghana, SA, and London. All right? Cool.
Yes, please.
All right, guys. Anything else before we do Song of the Week? Gina?
No, and I don't have a song.
You have a song?
I don't. But guys, I've missed you. I'll be coming back really soon. So don't be in despair.
I said don't be.
Literally, I'll come back sooner rather than later. I miss y'all. I miss my friends and my fam and Brent in particular. I miss Brent's hug. And
that's a question. Do you two talk over the phone? Or is your relationship mainly when you see each other? As in the long therapy talks, this is what I'm referring to in particular.
She finds it difficult to connect with me over the phone. So if she can, she will distract herself from contacting me until she sees me. And then it all flushes.
And then when I see Brent, it's like, shit then. And I'm like, yeah, Brent, listen. But you know what? Yeah, I also feel like, Brent, you should also notice, you know, when I'm distant from you, it's probably because I don't want to face you.
No, I understand that. I don't look.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I see you hitting up Danielle whilst you are still leaving my messages unread. So
wow.
I know that.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
I don't read into that. I see it as
I didn't leave you unread.
There's a season
long
where
conversation.
Yeah. So I don't read into it. So bear in mind, don't ever think that I read into it. But I will remind you.
No, but I just with Brent, Brent's like. You know when you don't want to face your headmistress, or like, I'm just not ready for the.
What's headmistress? Headmaster, please.
Headmaster, sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's a fluid?
What did he say? I'm fluid.
He's fluid.
Get out of here, man. No. And Brent, I don't remember leaving you on red, but also with the Danielle thing, obviously I thought she was still about.
She was still in Dubai.
Yeah, so
that's
why I hit her up. Yeah, but she's back. She's just posting like she's still there, which I get.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There's a guy that came on to Alani's podcast. He's a gay guy. Great energy. Obviously, gay guys normally have great energy. And fully embraced him. I normally do this.
As in talking about a hug?
Yeah, I do this all the time.
Yeah.
And he asked me for my socials.
Okay.
I looked at him, black. He's like, no, personal.
Yeah.
I want to message you.
Yeah.
So I don't have any pictures in there.
Yeah.
I just want to talk to you.
Yeah.
So I've given it to him.
Wow.
Yeah. Given it to him. And he said, hi. So I'm like, good afternoon, young man.
Yeah.
He jumps right in it. Oh, can I be a bit brazen? Are you as big as you look?
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. That is
very
Wait.
Yeah.
The thing is,
Are you joking?
No, he was.
This isn't a stereotype here, but I always find that gay men are so brazen with their with what they say. Like their openers are just like they just get straight to it.
Yeah.
They get straight to it.
Do I have to feel a way about it though?
You don't have to. It's just your choice.
No, what I'm saying is that if a man did that to a woman, that's overkill, right?
Of course, yeah. I think. Yeah, you can feel. You're entitled to feel how you want to feel, but I
don't feel anyway.
I feel like society.
I feel cool.
would not frown upon that. but society would frown upon a man doing it to a woman. But it is what it is.
Okay,
No, but also no, and I've seen it. Like I've seen who was it? What celebrity? I think it was. It wasn't Columbus Shaw. It was like a black actor who basically was like, this was a couple of years ago, where he put out a post and was like, do you know what? Yeah, no disrespect, but like gay men keep hitting him up, and they keep coming across that they're very vulgar with it, and it's becoming like too disrespectful. Like people need to respect his space. They know he's not gay, and he's got nothing against gay people. But if the shoe was on the other foot, and a man was approaching a woman like this, people would have so much to say. But he was like, but it's okay for gay men to like basically kind of like over-sexualize me, and then it's not, do you know what I mean? It's nothing.
Yeah, I remember reading someone about this too.
Who was, I'm so annoyed because I don't remember who. Yeah. It was a black celebrity.
Yeah, it might be the same person actually, but I did agree because I was like, well, if you know that the person's not interested, man or woman.
Yeah.
Even if I was a straight
100%.
person and you're in my DMs consistently telling me, go, stop it. Like, no, it's not on.
Has that got anything to do with the way, with their like flamboyance and their vigor? They're
still men, and even if they are attracted to men, they're still going to behave like men, no?
No. But, okay, cool. If they were attracted to women, I don't believe that would be his opening line. So this same guy who messaged you, if he was straight, I don't think he'll DM a girl and say, excuse me, but, you know, is your pussy fat? Like, he's not going to say that.
Maybe he saw me as a guy who... Because I'm quite...
I've had people ask me if my pussy's fat.
Yeah, and they're degenerates.
Fat pussy.
Forget things.
Fat pussy girl.
And Jamaicans.
Yeah. So go on.
I don't know what I was saying. Yeah, I'm quite inviting, quite warm with my hosting abilities and that. I don't know what you're talking about.
What did you say?
He said he's quite important. He's quite warm. I said, you're dick.
Oh, you're dick.
Yeah, but I don't feel any which way about it.
I don't think you should. If that happened, I wouldn't care.
But see, I like that though. As I say, you know, sometimes not everything needs a visceral reaction.
If that was me, I'll laugh.
You just laugh and you move on.
Yeah.
But I think it's because secretly some men actually want dick in their mouth.
Oh, serious?
As in...
And they're scared.
Serious? Is that where we're going?
I think some men would
How do we get here?
And that gay man coming, you feel like a temptation.
Oh, serious?
Temptation.
Temptations, man.
Do you know what?
No, Gina, you know, sorry to interrupt. When I was in Ghana, I didn't say new one time, you know. No, I didn't say it one time.
Really?
When I got back, I was like, I didn't even embrace it when I was there. I'm fake.
You're fake.
I'm fake. I'm a fake Ghanaian.
Fake Ghanaian.
I didn't say nude one time in Ghana. Matty, sorry, go on.
Can I say you lot are dumb because the fact that you say Ghanaian.
Ghanaian. Yeah, even when we send something into the group, Ghanaians.
G-E.
Ghanaians.
G-E.
Yeah, I genuinely think, because you know, like his reaction was fine.
Yeah.
But men that have such a visceral reaction is like, bro, have you had dick in your mouth before?
So
because
why
are you so upset?
So do you think men who are, homophobic are, you know, fighting their desires?
No, not all of them.
No, not all of them, but you think
But I think there are some men who are fighting.
Maybe some
sort of... They've had a dick in their mouth or they've won a dick in their mouth. And they're
scared
dick in the mouth. And they're scared that maybe you... because obviously I always know that my gay friends always say that they have a gaydar.
Okay.
And they can tell when certain people are not all the way straight.
Just off conversation? Just
off how some people are, their mannerisms, whatever. Some of my gay friends will always be like, yeah, that person could be bisexual or maybe just down low or whatever.
What vibes do we give you?
No, you guys don't give me.
I was thinking because like sometimes I use my hands a lot.
No.
Is this giving off?
Nah, that's not giving off.
No?
I use my and Gina, he's using his hands at the same time. You're missing it. It's actually
I can imagine.
No, you don't give off gay vibes, but there are some men that do give off maybe bisexual, maybe.
Okay.
But my gay friends always say, yeah, my gaydar, like that person.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know, like, it's just that visceral reaction. Like if a woman came and said, if a lesbian woman came and was like moving to me, I wouldn't be so fucking horrified. And I'm like, God.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Like, cool. Like, I actually even find it nice when lesbian women like me because I'm like, well, damn, I'm really hot. But when certain men have such a visceral reaction, I'm like, why are you so pressed? That is cool.
And I feel like some straight men, assume that if a man in their proximity is gay, it means that he fancies them.
Yeah, it's the oddest thing ever.
Yeah.
It's so odd.
You don't fancy you, nigga. You ugly to him.
No, that's the truth. Because have you seen how beautiful some gay men are?
Run that by me again because I'm
No, but have you seen how beautiful some gay men are? Like, there's loads of like people on Twitter that will like be like, oh, my boyfriend. And I look, I'm like, oh, these people are beautiful. Like, so well put together. And then some of you straight men that can't even fucking do manicures or did skincare think that these niggas want you. Fuck off. As you said, some of them, you're ugly.
Yeah, I must be deluded. I think like most of them. Like,
oh, is it?
Obviously, I must be deluded. No, you're not ugly though, Brent.
Yeah, but again, I'm so, like, I think I give off the vibe that they could possibly
is it?
tempt me.
What do you do?
Because I'm
Do you
just
bend
normal.
over?
To be fair,
no.
Okay, if you have to pick one thing about both of us that might be gaydar-ish, because I have one for him.
You see how you kind of preface this?
Really?
I want to say something,
Yeah, just say
but
it.
I'm letting you
Wait,
start.
No, it's his voice. He has like a very like light-ish
But it's his accent does
voice.
that. His
No,
accent.
his accent.
The
No,
tone of my voice is kind of
Yeah,
but it's your
he has like a
accent. Your accent
high
does that.
tone light voice.
No.
Yeah, because of his accent.
No,
because accent.
No, it's not my accent. Because when you meet my cousin, he's deep. And
What,
it's straight
Chike
down
Program?
Yeah.
I like cheek.
That's how we see him.
Where is the old cheek these days?
Where is he?
He's in he's in England.
Okay.
He came a few months ago. He's doing another.
So do you know what's
Doctorate.
funny?
Okay.
He only has those intonations when he says certain things.
What do you mean?
When he has other things, there's a bass.
Oh.
When he says certain things, the reason why I say his accent is because when he says certain things that his accent kicks in,
Heightens it,
yeah.
it heightens it.
Okay,
but there's other
okay.
things where he's actually just speaks with a
Yeah.
with a normal intonation. I think sometimes accents, especially certain deep Caribbean accents, can do that to people.
Yeah.
When you're talking a certain accent, your intonations, because you emphasize different parts of a word.
Yeah.
And when you emphasize certain parts of a word, your voice moves.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
I like how he's qualified as me being gay, bro.
No, I'm not saying you're gay.
But it could be.
I'm saying in terms of her friends saying that there's a gaydar and things they pick up on. So I'm
Yeah,
saying
my gay friends will
that might
always
be
say it.
that might be your thing, the high voice.
Yeah, my gay
And
friends will always...
my thing might
But
be
to
the
fair,
hands.
Yeah. Why do you
Or
keep
the
doing that?
stroking of the tongue.
Yes, let's talk about that.
Okay, go on.
About your recent pictures.
What's up?
What's going on?
People got on. You know when I reposted the video,
What's going
Yeah.
on?
like people are like, "What the hell is he doing?"
What's going
I
on,
don't
you
know.
whore?
What? Why am I a whore?
You know, I even remember
It was the rubbing of the summer.
Oh, is it? It's funny how people
You whore?
interpret things. When I done it, I didn't think nothing of it.
You didn't think I'm being a whore?
No. I didn't think nothing of it.
When I talk, I don't think I'm being gay, but
No, I didn't think nothing of it. But obviously, everyone's translate things. You know, I just thought this is a natural intro to my reel.
Oh, is this like the new
I
content
liked
you're going to
it,
be
to be
doing now?
honest.
Not necessarily. No, that was like a one-off single.
All
I
right.
mean,
Lucy. It was a Lucy.
Test and measure.
It was an album cut.
yeah, there you go. A little sound. Well, speaking of Chike, actually, Chike
Kilgore.
and the other guy who done the Kanye doc,
Oh, Kudi.
Kudi, they got 30 million from Netflix.
I hear that. Yeah.
I don't know.
Together.
No, I don't think each. I think they
Together.
got 30 million.
Still, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fantastic.
beautiful.
that's beautiful, isn't
I
it?
love that.
Let's assume they split it down the middle. 'Cause I don't know,
15.
because I feel like it was Kudi footage and Chike was like a producer or whatever.
Yeah.
So it might not be 50-50.
Yeah.
It might be. But if it is 50-50, that's
Bust it
15
down,
mil
yeah.
nice each.
That's nice, bro.
Yeah. For all your years of perseverance and hard work and
Following
vision
that
and
nigga around.
following around Kanye, now you got a nice millions.
I didn't like how Kanye was doing him towards the end.
Nah, I didn't like it at all.
I thought it was just dirty. Even when he kept calling him Chike.
Oh,
I
yeah,
haven't
really?
No, I watched everything.
Yeah.
So when you were talking,
Oh, yeah, we
you
can
would just
discuss the
see the
doc.
beginning part of the end episode, right? But in the end, he kind of
Yeah, in the
came
end.
back home.
Yeah, but remember, I didn't see that.
I don't know if he's come back.
Yes.
No, with
No, at
as
the
it
end of
pertains
the
to
episode.
Kuti and whatever.
Kuti.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's still quite rocky.
No, 100%. Because you still saw
Yeah, it's
that
rocky
he
now, but
still
I'm
didn't
sure
wanna
Kanye's
hear
rocky with a
what
lot of
Kuti
people.
was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't, because you could see the downfall. Like, I just didn't like it.
Yeah, I like it.
like that, man.
Yeah.
And we...
That
go on.
conversation on the patio with him white men, that was whoa.
That's why I said, you know what? Cut the camera.
Yeah, afterwards he's like, I feel this.
I'm like, Kanye.
Wait, what was the conversation?
Remember, he was talking about being bipolar. He was just saying a lot of mad stuff.
Yeah, quote unquote.
Yeah, quote unquote mad. Sorry. No, he wasn't mad stuff. He was just talking... He was being expressive.
And they didn't understand what he was saying.
And he was
Kuti
like...
didn't understand what he was seeing, so he cut it off.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah,
this,
just-
I could be filming him having an
mental
episode.
breakdown.
Yeah.
Fair. And I think he might be have Asperger's or
What's Asperger's?
it's like a form of autism.
Oh, okay.
I think he might be on the spectrum.
And I didn't like how them white guys were just sitting there and laughing. I'm thinking, culture vultures.
But he likes performing. That's what he loves. He loves performing for massa.
Yeah.
He loves it.
Yeah. And they were all there to leech off of him anyway. And he kind of bought his way into that setting in a way. So it's like both of them were given.
Yeah.
Taken.
It was a good doc though.
I think it was beautiful.
I mean, I still fuck Kanye, but it was a good doc.
You're probably anti-Kanye.
Yeah, I'm anti-Kanye.
I forgot.
You're back to anti-Kanye.
But isn't that you not being, what's the word you're using? Visceral? What's it?
Visceral.
Visceral. Isn't that not you?
No. I think it was a slow burn for me to say fuck Kanye.
Oh, okay.
Because my first time when I just wasn't easy was his breakup with Amber.
Okay.
When he said that he had to take 40 showers before, 40 baths before he could sleep with Kim.
That was harsh.
Yeah, for me, that was the beginning because I was like, oh, that's an interesting thing to say about.
Obviously, I'm not condoning it, but I'm sure there was some bad blood there.
There might be bad blood, but I think as a black man, you still have a kind of, for me anyway, I think as a black man, you still have kind of like a duty to not put her as a black woman in that, in the, the firing line.
So she's black now, right?
Yeah, she's black.
I was about to ask, is Amber Rose
There was
black?
this young lady
I don't know.
suggesting that she's not black.
She's biracial, but she's mainly black.
No, thank you.
Her parents are from Cape Verde.
Thank you.
Jeez.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fuller, you're catching corn again.
Her parents are like, her dad is from Cape Verde and her mum's Italian and Cape Verde. Like, yeah, she's mainly, she's got a mix,
and
but I think
especially in America where that whole one-drop rule.
Yeah, she's a mix, but I think a lot of her mix is black because her dad is from Cape Verde. She's Cape Verdean and something else.
Okay.
So speak also after you finish on him hating black women.
I don't know. I can't really speak on him hating black women. I'm not going to say he hates black
Fuller
women.
needs a return. Whilst Christel.
Oh, is it? Why does she think he hates black women?
Yeah.
I think he just has an issue with women. And then I think the black women thing is just another elevation of it. I think for him, he either sees women in a mammy role, as in they're his mum, and they're nurturing and they're loving. And then when they're not, it's very much like, because every time he has these breakups or whatever, he just has this reaction to women. So as I said, for me, the fuck Kanye began at the Amber Rose. But I think the only reason why it began at the Amber Rose is because I didn't like the framing that people were framing Amber Rose.
Yeah.
I did not like people calling her a whore. Yeah. Because there was no evidence to suggest she was a whore. Yes, she was a stripper, but stripper does not equal whore. Yes, she was a sex worker, quote unquote, if she was a stripper, but that does not equal whore. And because I've watched certain interviews of her where she's explained where slut walk came from, which actually she did not invent slut walk. Slut walk had been a thing in Los Angeles in the early 2000s. She reignited slut walk. So it wasn't like she created it, it was already there. It was already very reigning. So that I think I didn't like, but especially if you're justifying it to go fuck a woman that's sucking dick on camera. I just didn't like that. I didn't like, and because she also has been Amber Rose has been very vocal in the depression that she faced because of his comments. All his fans coming into her comments and saying things and people calling her a whore and all this. And that's the reason why she did say, okay, I'm going to embrace it because if you people because I think in the interview, she even said she lost her virginity at 19. She was like, she was very anti-men. Even in the strip club, she was not trying to date any of the people. Like, she was trying to just be business savvy. So I just didn't like that framing of Amber Rose as a black woman versus your white queen. I just didn't like that framing. And I think he's just continued that. Like, he just said certain things. I'm just like, I don't know, when it comes to like the black race and slavery, I just don't play with that subject. So for you to say Harriet Tubman didn't free black people, he just brought them to work for other whites. It's like, bro, like, shut the fuck up. Like, there's just certain things I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Like, you can just shut the fuck up.
The thing is, for me, I like when people like yourself remind me as to when I was, disjointed or displaced.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, having an affinity for him. Because sometimes you forget because he fills all of the spaces, the empty spaces with so much good stuff, right?
Yeah.
We're looking at the documentary and like, how could you not enjoy this, right? And then
even I had that cognitive
episode
dissonance,
now, we're like, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. That third episode brought me back. Like, this is why it's always fuck this nigga. And also, it's because the episode is airing while he's doing his fuck shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, the episode's airing while he's doing his real life fuck shit.
100%.
And you're doing a video, and you're depicting
She's talking
decapitating
about the Pete
Davidson thing. So it's like another person who also has mental health issues, and then you're also putting him in the firing line, something that he didn't ask for. He just dated a woman that he liked. He didn't ask for any of this. He didn't ask for you to be putting him in songs and putting his life at risk. Because I think sometimes people forget fan culture and how toxic and dangerous human beings that are fans can be. He knows exactly what
while
he's doing.
While still doing what he wants to do.
Yeah.
In his own...
Yeah, I don't like it. And I think he's opening... And I know people always say this, but I think he's opening up Kim to abuse and to danger. He's opening up Pete to abuse and to danger. And I just don't like it. I just think... Like, it's just... No.
Is Kim still dating Pete Davidson?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's the only thing. So that documentary had... The first 2 episodes, I was like, And of course, it gave me understanding. So I definitely do think he has autism or Asperger's or something. And the third episode, I was like, oh yeah, that's why I don't like this nigga. Like, this is why I don't like him. But I guess that's part of being a narcissistic person where main character syndrome and everything is about you.
Kanye Tiller.
But you know, that's not to say that I don't think he's made amazing music. I think Kanye was, and I think maybe that's why it irritates me more, because Kanye was one of my favorite rappers. Rappers, producers, artists. I loved Kanye. But I just can't condone that behavior. And I think I'm one to actually be able to say, I can understand he makes great music, but still realize I can't fuck with that. And I'm not going to enable that. And I'm not going to put money in your pocket. I'm not going to buy your stuff. I'm not going to wear Yeezys. I'm just not going to do that. But you'll be fine. You don't need my coins. There's plenty of other people that do it. But for me, when I stand for something, I make economic decisions relating to it. Which is why I was so annoyed at us as a community when Monique said, let's boycott Netflix, and we did nothing. Because that would have been a real test of our economic power to say, if we did something collectively, what would the effect be? Without questioning why she's asking us to do it. Because that's just how I like to live my life. If there's someone that I don't fuck with, I'm not putting money in your pocket. I'm not even, it was funny because Jesse sent me a certain influencer's post yesterday by Insta. And I was like, oh, I can't see it. He goes, oh, well, you blocked her. I was like, yeah, I don't.
Who are we talking about?
Hey!
I'm just assuming.
We'll discuss it.
Anyway, on that note, guys, it's been lovely. Gina, you can stay on the line, but I'm just going to end the podcast.
Yeah, end it now.
It's been fabulous, guys. We will see you next week. No song of the week, so I apologize. Those who sent me listener songs of the week, I'm going to do everyone's next week. Those who I haven't done yet. And yes, go to Patreon right now to see Gina's journey in Africa. It's called Meet Us in Africa. Gina, it's the first of how many parts?
A never ending.
A never ending cycle, right? A never ending series.
Yeah.
Gina
is so enthusiastic.
She's not selling it.
Gina, you are.
No, you know what?
Also,
Guys,
no, say to me, but it's too long. I said, how long was it? I was like, over an hour. I'm like, big man, you meant to give this to me 6 months ago. It doesn't matter how long it is. Just give me the whole thing. Give me the whole thing. It can be 3 hours. You owe them 3 hours anyway.
You were chopping.
It doesn't matter. You're forgetting something that you find boring. A listener, it's not going to find it boring because this is.
It's true. Because me, when I'm watching through it, I'm
because it isn't their life.
Yeah,
that's because you're watching yourself in it. You don't find yourself interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
bye.
fair enough. No.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
No, Gina, not you.
Beam.
All right, before I go, who's
lock it off then.
It's locked off.
Are you sure?
No, Brent's going to lock it off.
Lock it off now.